Welcome, everybody.
Oh, everybody say hi to the camera.
Hello.
We're live YouTube. So
hello, YouTube land. Can't wait. There we go.
All right, have fun.
All right.
And all you gotta do is lock it in.
I know. I got this.
You got it now?
Yeah.
I love you, Mrs. Scotty.
I was gonna go on upstairs, Miss Lazy. I'll call you later.
Okay. I need you to be a good man for me now, Mrs. Scotty.
Don't beat me, Scotty. Be a good cracker for you, boy.
Here we go. 1, 2, 3. We are live.
We are live.
All right, everybody. Welcome to Just for Fun Radio. This is DJ Smiles. It's Thursday night, which means it's Ladies Talk.
It's ladies' time.
Yay! I would like to go ahead and we have got some awesome guests in the house tonight, but I'm going to go ahead and turn the show over to the doc and let her tell you a little bit about what's going on.
Well, hello. So if you are watching us on YouTube land, you will see that we have a lovely glass display on our table tonight, and that is courtesy of Essentially Yours in Old Town Conyers. And I stumbled literally into this cute little quaint boutique in Old Town a couple of days ago, which is located right beside the sketching pad. And the owner in there is Mary and Crystal. We have got to go in there.
I'm on vacation next week, and please, we have got to go.
Yeah, we've got to go in there. I mean, she showed us incredible love with these margarita glasses. And
they are super, super cute. Now we get to make margaritas.
When do we get a drink out of them?
I know we should have done that tonight, but we wanted,
we wanted to show everybody before we drank out of them. And DJ Scotty is so anal about us having glasses with stems in the studio.
Yeah, we have to have lowball glasses so that we do not spill them.
Because we're 2 years old.
All right. Yep.
So,
yep.
You could have gave us 4.
Well, we're going to share a glass.
We'll share with you.
Or 2.
But thank you to Essentially Yours for this incredible gift. And I also have to shout out our sponsors, Ravish Hair Salon.
Yes, Ravish Hair Gallery in Porterdale. That's where you go for all your hair coloring needs, hair needs. Zach is there, home of the Zach Do. We've got Ashley and Brooke and Selena. They're all there. But yeah, that's the place to be for sure if you want to feel beautiful.
That's right.
Yep. But,
on the outside as well as the inside.
Always.
Yeah.
And we can't forget the karaoke on Friday night at the Social House.
Is that the Porterhouse or the Social House? I'm totally confused.
Well, in my mind, it's the Porter House in Socialdale. But in the real world, it's the Social House in Porterdale.
There you go. Yes, it is the Social House in Porterdale. Dusty and Todd, they take such good care of us out there. They really do. And then we've got Rob's Performance.
Yes.
Right here in Conyers. They take care of all of our car needs. I mean, I never have to worry about my car. I mean, whether it's an oil change, something serious, something small, Rob's is the place to go.
And we know that we're safe there, and today we actually got to hang out at Gravity. And that was absolutely cool. That's a home brew place.
I seen you all having mimosas this morning. I was like, boo. I was so jealous.
Yeah, we were turning it up at 10 o'clock in the morning.
Did they had their ribbon cutting, is that right?
It was incredible. Yeah. I love when I get to hang out at chamber events with Scotty because he is just, normally chamber events are very structured. And Scotty is just incredible.
Well, it's really, really important, and we've always felt this way here at Just for Fun Radio, is to support all of the local business. I mean, whether they're new or they're trying to get started, they've been around for a while, trying to get their name out there. That's what we do here at Just for Fun Radio, and showing up as a part of that. And I wish that I could have been there today, but I'm so glad y'all were.
Well, don't worry. When you're on vacation next week, usually it's Scotty and I that hang out after the show, but next week, it's going to be me and you, kid.
I cannot wait. Zach, what are you doing? Jennifer's in the house since I brought up her name now.
Yes. Now let's talk about, when I met Jennifer, I actually met her through Zach. And when Zach told me your story, we didn't talk to Zach. Hey, Zach.
Hi. A little bit late.
I'm sorry. You just have to jump in. You just got to jump in.
That could be dangerous.
You just got to jump in when we're talking. Like they tell me in the morning, you got to find your place and you just got to jump.
I've met
4 shots.
I've met so many great people through Zach, and Jennifer's one of them. But Zach meets a lot of great people doing what he does, and together we meet a lot of awesome people. Yep, and Jennifer is one of those. First time I
Thank
met her,
you.
she had just become a redhead.
Yeah. Now I'm
Well-
back to blonde.
Welcome, Jennifer. Thank you so much for braving the storm to join us in the studio tonight.
Thank you. It's my pleasure. I really appreciate the opportunity to be on the show with you guys. I think you kick ass. So I'm really excited about everything you guys are doing. So
Yay.
We also had, before we get too far, because I'm really bad about jumping ahead of myself here, there was a new sponsor today.
Oh, that's right. Wright Brothers.
Yeah.
Is that right? Wright Brothers?
Wright Brothers
Yes.
Automotive Parts.
Wright Brothers. And okay, so this is like the coolest thing. Okay, so the women out there, because I know that a lot of women who are watching who actually followed me from my network work on their own cars. So skip O'Reilly's, skip AutoZone. You got to get down to Wright Brothers because they are wholesale and they are tons cheaper. And oh my gosh, it's the environment in there is just so incredible. And it's a wonderful feeling. I mean, I loved being in there hanging out with them.
I haven't been there yet, but whenever I went to Gravity, that's the feeling I got with them.
Yeah.
I mean, they just kind of made you feel like you're part of them.
You're
like
part of the family.
Like, what are you
Yeah.
going to try? It was kind of cool. So that's something else about all of our sponsors that we all do. We're like one huge family.
It really is, because my daughter actually had broken. How does anybody break the little things on your tag to put your tag on your car? I have no idea how you do that. But I told her to go see Rob at Rob's Performance. I was like, he'll help you. And, it's just me having that level of trust to be able to send my child there.
Did we say White Brothers or Wright Brothers? I think we said
said-
White Brothers.
We said
It's
Brothers.
White Brothers. Yeah, it
Yeah,
is.
It's White
I'm
Brothers.
just making sure there was not discriminating.
WHITE.
Yeah, I wasn't sure what I said, so I was making sure because sometimes I mix things up, kind of like you do the porterhouse.
In Social Dale?
Yeah, in Social Dale, I kind of do that sometimes. So I wanted to make sure I got that right. So I needed you to correct me on that.
Yeah,
but
that's WHITE White. WHITE Brothers.
there you go.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure that everybody
I
heard
wonder if they're white. Are they white? I'm just kidding. Don't answer
Crystal.
that. Don't answer
Is
that.
it something about being in that chair that
I
comes
don't
with
know.
no
It's
filter?
Something maybe. I don't know. I do have a filter though.
Yeah, I think it's that just that chair with no filter.
Yeah, maybe. I'm gonna blame it on the chair. Scotty used to wear these glasses, and they're probably around here somewhere, but they broke, and they're like these great cool gold glasses. And he during the night show he would put them on, and the night show, for those who used to listen, we have a lot of people that used to listen, so they know that are listening now, but it was pretty wide open, and we used to call it the power of the glasses. Zach used to come in for the night show, didn't you? Hey, this is a night show. Come to think about it, duh.
It is a night show.
It just
Yeah.
doesn't go as long, which it should.
Oh my gosh.
That's what she said.
Well, that would be a personal problem. Babe.
Tell us how
I
you
didn't say
really
that's what
feel,
I
Zach.
said. Okay, on that note right there, tonight's show is going to be absolutely amazing. Now that we've got, not to say out of the way, but now that we've spoke of some very important things to us, we are going to start zooming in a little bit about what we're here for. Everybody knows that Ladies Talk is all about talking about things that ladies like to talk about, but we also like to talk about things that inspire us. And one of the things that inspire ladies a lot of times is making other people happy. And by doing that, we do a lot of special things for each other, and some people call it different things. Tonight, we're going to focus on paying it forward.
Yeah, and I think when the Oprah was a really big push in the whole pay it forward movement. And, when I read Jennifer's story, Jennifer did the ultimate pay it forward. I mean, girl, you own it.
Yes.
You
And-
own that.
And before this is
Thank
said
you.
and done, we're getting her a hug from Ellen. It is
Yeah.
my personal mission, because I'm a huge fan of Ellen too. But you have done what I would consider like an ultimate sacrifice. So Ellen, once she gets a hold of your story, I can just see her being honored.
I
Like,
hope so.
I would think so. Yeah, we are going to go on a mission to get everyone who's listening to reach out to Ellen after tonight about this story right here, because it's gonna get her attention. She, Ellen's amazing, and she's a lot like Oprah, but she's more diverse,
yes.
if that's the right word to
Yes,
say. She's
yeah.
kind of like, she reaches out to so many different kind of people. I know our daughter Emmy, she loves Ellen, and it's just she's reached that age group. So we're gonna we're going to do our best to get that out there tonight. So y'all
Thank
remember
you.
that at the end of the
Yes.
story. We'll talk about that a little bit more.
How to reach out to Ellen. Well, I think we've teased people enough about Jennifer's story. So I'm actually going to let Jennifer tell her story because I can't do it justice.
Well, I hope I can.
So tell your story about how you came to do the ultimate pay it forward.
Before you tell your story, can you tell just a brief description of kind of like who you are, where you're from, and what you do?
Oh yeah, that would be important.
To me, I mean, I'm really impressed. Like, whenever I heard what she did, I never would have guessed that. I'm just saying.
Sure. I'm Jennifer Wolfe, and I live in Porterdale, Georgia, small village, mill village, about 1,500 people. And I am a construction manager by day. And I am a mom, a wife, and sister, friend by night. And I like to think that I am kind of a kindness coach, is how I would best describe myself.
Kindness coach. I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I like to encourage and motivate people to do random acts of kindness. And it really started out with really just kind of being in the construction industry when the economy started taking a downfall. And my husband and I had both lost our jobs. And with that, we lost our house, our cars, everything that we had worked hard for. And there was a point where I was homeless. I lived in a truck with my husband. We ate, we shared French fries at McDonald's. And it was through that, I believe I was sitting at a McDonald's, to be honest, when I saw an episode of Ellen. I knew who she was, but I really didn't know what she was about, just that she was a talk show host. And so I remember catching that episode, and I remember how I felt after watching that. And I thought, wow, this lady is just amazing. And I wanted to feel that every day. But at that point, I didn't have the means to. But random acts of kindness aren't always about money. It's about holding the door open, for somebody else, saying please and thank you. It's about thinking beyond yourself.
Things that people don't do enough of anymore.
Exactly.
It used to come natural. Now it's like, it's an effort for
Right.
people to do that.
So, my one form of entertainment, during that difficult time was Facebook. And so at that time, I also had young children. My daughter, she's the youngest. And so she was about 10 years old. And I thought, I really want my child to really think, my children, but my boys were a little bit older, but my daughter's still very impressionable at that age. And so I said, I really want her to teach her a valuable lesson. And I want her to not, and it's just I'm going to generalize here, but as a whole, we have become a very selfish and self-absorbed society. We are always VIP and we always think of ourselves. And that's not always a bad thing. But I wanted to teach her to not only think about herself, but think about somebody else. And so with the Ellen DeGeneres, and then also with that, wanting to teach my child something different and something better, I kind of collaborated with my husband and my daughter, and we kind of did it like as a family project. And we created a Facebook page, kind of a club, just us three, the Three Musketeers. And so we started doing, small little things. We, our first random act of kindness was taking carnations and some flowers to the hospice house that had cared for her grandfather. And we weren't able to visit due to, healthcare regulations and stuff. We weren't able to visit the patients, but we thought, these patients are terminally ill. They're most likely not going to get out of here. And so we wanted to brighten their day, even if it was just for a moment. So we started with that, and then we started baking things for the local law enforcement and buying people lunch and just being, like I said, taking grocery carts in. If we're walking into the grocery store anyway, why not grab a couple carts and take them in with you? And it just started to become something that we really enjoyed doing. So it kind of became an addiction. And so through this process, we have kind of, like I said, it becomes an addiction. You kind of want to just keep amping it up and amping it up. Well, finally, I decided that I really wanted to do the ultimate random act of kindness. I really wanted to kind of set the bar pretty high for myself. And so,
and before you go any further with that,
Mhm.
because I want to kind of keep people on the edge here just a little bit, because her story is pretty amazing, and some people that are listening have already got a little taste of it, but she's kind of given you a little bit of an insight of what motivated her. So think about what motivates you. And
Absolutely.
think about that throughout the show, because the idea of what Jennifer is doing here is to motivate people like yourself and myself and everybody who's listening to do something. Maybe, I'm telling you, whenever you hear her story, you'll know what I mean whenever I say this. You may not have the courage that she has, should I say, to do what she did, because it's pretty amazing. But simple things that we do every day do make a difference. And you said that all of this kind of came to you sitting in a McDonald's parking lot. And you know what? Whenever you said that, many people who are listening know Scotty's story with the homeless. And that's kind of where it started for him, was in a McDonald's parking lot.
Yeah.
Because he was at McDonald's and, you know, it was very, very cold. This was like 2 years ago. And it was so cold. And we had done we had done a blanket drive with someone the winter before, and we didn't get to hand out all the blankets. And he had said, I'm going to get out there and hand out some of these blankets. He seen a guy there and he said, dude, do you know, tonight, do you need blankets? I got blankets. And the guy asked for a tent. He said that he had blankets, but he needed a tent. And Scotty posted on Facebook, and the word went out. And whenever it did, it literally went viral. I mean, because so many people, I mean, it was really, really humbling, and it still is. But he posted a video, and of course he got a tent and some. And someone actually put this guy in a hotel for, I know, at least a few days, maybe a week or more. I can't remember. But it's kind of funny when you mentioned McDonald's, that made me think of that.
Yeah.
And it's really, you know, it's like you'll be sitting somewhere sometimes and something will happen and it'll just trigger you.
It will.
And it'll say, you know what, I just need to do this. And you never know what it may spiral.
Absolutely. What kind of impact it will have on your life and
Yep.
the others that,
Yep.
you know, that you affect as well.
So it's amazing. I'm going to share your Facebook page, your Pay It Forward on ours, and I ask all of you to continue to share it as we have been. But while that's being said, we're going to take a quick break because we're getting ready to have to pay a few bills. And then we're going to come back and we're going to let Jennifer tell her story because it's absolutely amazing. But everybody think about what you can do to make a difference throughout this show, because we want to hear some of the things that you've done. And I'm sure we all have some stories to share of the things we've done as well, is what I just shared with you with Scotty. So everybody hang tight. This is Just for Fun Radio and Ladies Talk with the Doc
and the DJ.
We will be right back.
All right, how much time do we have?
We
Wait, that's not what's supposed to
Can
be
you tell I'm
playing.
nervous? I was like, my voice, is it cracking?
No, it's
Oh.
good.
I'm like, I'm starting to get dry mouth.
Drink more. Drink more.
Then I might not be able to shut up.
Then you on the road.
I didn't mean to sound
Yeah.
cocky when I said that.
Huh?
I didn't
What?
mean to sound cocky when I said
What'd you
that.
say?
About the night show was later. This one needs to go longer.
I didn't think nothing about that.
I didn't take it anyway.
Because I think
I
this
was
show
thinking
does
sexual.
need to go
It
longer.
does, especially sometimes.
And that's well, not last week, but everything I've heard, everybody wants to hear more.
How was it?
Oh, God, he's bad.
What did I do?
Oh, you can hear it?
Am I in trouble?
I have to watch and listen. So video sounds great. Radio sounds good. I'm taking a little bass out of your voice because you sound nasally, but it's not because of you. It's because you're talking on my
I
side.
probably am
Oh.
nasally.
I'm like, do I?
I am a little bit nasally. I feel like I sound stuffed up.
No, it's because
I need
it's
coffee.
Hey.
because of where I got it set.
Is there a way that we can share her video at
Oh.
some point so people can watch it, the interview?
I can show you a trick, by the way.
I was trying to, and I wasn't trying to interrupt you. I just wanted to make it.
No, because I needed a break too because I'm like, oh my gosh, starting to get
in your
nervous.
voice. You were like,
All right, because this is where people
That's
can go home
overwhelming.
and re-watch what's being live right now.
Okay.
always touch the wrong mouth.
Do I have time to use the restroom after our niece?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was going to show you. I know what.
I know. Gotta go.
Oh, yeah. Sometimes it's easier to grab the top and roll down because if you go too far, it'll
I gotta
load
go.
at the bottom. So anytime you do that, all right. Watch this.
I know, me too.
All right. So. Okay. No, you need to watch. Okay. See that right there? That button?
Yeah.
Watch. It's that screen.
Okay.
I need you to watch. Don't. Okay. So that right there is what they see. Right? Okay. So when you fade screens, that's what they're seeing on their YouTube feed. Right?
Oh, okay.
Okay. With this being said, wherever her video is, look to your left. So if you come over here and search for whatever the video is,
So cool.
follow me?
Yeah.
You can play the video. Now watch. Look at go over here. When you get ready to play it, see that number 2? Hit trans, and then them people at home watching is going to watch whatever you're watching.
What do you mean? So that means they'll be able to see it on YouTube?
Yes.
So why don't you just go ahead and load it for me then? Because I don't know how to get there. Only thing I know is share it.
Okay.
What video would you prefer to be shown? The interview from last night or your story from when you were in the hospital and all?
I will let you guys. I'll let you guys decide which one.
Which one gives
You have to
out?
be careful showing a video of where it's off of the news program. It might be an issue with
Oh, copyright.
I think the one in the
You have to
hospital, even
turn
though I look like I'm special ed,
Whatever.
but I think it kind of,
keep it simple.
it does. Seriously, I'm like,
Turn the
Girl,
keyboard in your
look at
lap.
what you went through.
but I think that one kind of is more emotional.
And it kind of
Like it kind of pulls on your heartstrings, and I think that's kind of what we want, the impact we want.
That's the impact that we want.
Yeah.
Where is it at? It's on this page.
Would there be a way that
I don't have a filter, so some people might be offended if by my Facebook page.
I don't know.
Oh,
Yeah.
No. Because
Today I posted and
she
I
said we
actually
have to be
deleted it
careful
real
as far
quick.
as
I don't
what's
think it
posted
actually.
by radio or news or something like copyright problems or something.
I don't know anything about that. Josh was saying that.
I don't know. It's just the FCC. So all you gotta do is hit play, and then look.
Well, that's
See,
not the
this
one
is-
we want to show, though.
Which one do you want
It's
to
the
show?
one where she was in the hospital. It's probably what? Have you shared that one anytime soon?
Not recently. It's not that one. Let me see if I can find it on YouTube real quick.
If you find it on YouTube, then we can find it on YouTube.
Yeah, if you look under
You can wait till the
YouTube,
next commercial and play it if you want to. But all you have to do is hit trans.
if you look under Brian Gabay under YouTube, like it'll pull up under one of his videos.
See if you can find it,
I can find it.
share it,
Share it.
send it to her in Messenger, and then all she has to do is pull it up through Messenger.
Yes, that would be perfect.
Oh, it's playing.
It's just the thing.
Oh, I'm like holding my phone away from me. Okay, hold on. Let's see.
Then,
Sorry, I just got used to trying to work it over there.
well, you're
Moving it
just
there.
you're just taking what you're doing to a new level because you haven't done this before.
Messages.
Because I can load it here, but I can't do it over there.
Yeah, but to be able to show it on YouTube, you got to have it on that screen.
Okay.
Okay, so Crystal Spence.
Because I've just been like shared on my
Put
page.
it in your
Okay, I just shared it to your Facebook page. Well, not to your Facebook page, Messenger. Yeah. So, and you know it has audio with it. It has that
Yes.
song. Okay.
Watch. Look right here. Stand over here. This is going to be that volume. So if it's not loud enough, you just ease that up a little bit. Yes, but this volume is just like a microphone volume. So while it's playing, all y'all's voices will still be live.
Okay. So we can talk about it as
While it's going, you can pause it, talk about it, unpause it, everything. You'll have to physically turn yourself
So
to
what we'll
control
do
from here.
is we'll let you tell your story, and then we'll let them know that they can go to YouTube. We're going to play this part of it.
And when you get ready, when you physically get ready, you have to come over here and hit trans.
Yeah.
And then that bleeds over what the people at home are watching on the screen. So it'll be no longer you. And then you just have to scroll back over here and hit play.
Will it show there also, or just up there?
That's what I'm saying. Watch. That's what I'm trying to tell you. See this trans? Watch. This is what they're watching at home.
Can I just put it there?
When you hit trans, this is what's going to happen. The people at home are going to see that. Follow me?
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So why I got to worry about any of that?
You have to. I'm sorry. That's just, you have to.
If I see it all there.
because they don't, honey. They don't see it. You have to use this to fade it over for them to see it. It has to be on that screen. Quit trying to just go with it. Just go with it. try not to figure it out or solve it. Just go with it.
Okay, everybody. Okay, everybody. For anybody who's listening to YouTube, I'm getting scolded.
Get out the studio, Scotty. No men. Get
I need
out.
him. I really do need him. But sometimes,
No,
whenever you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you have 5 screens.
We don't need
And-
him.
And I'm
Get
not
out.
going to go
You
into
couldn't
it, but
do
it's a little
this.
bit complicated as to why you can't just do it all right here instead of having to do it there, and there too. But I
That's
got
just how it
this.
works.
I got this. He said that's how it works, so I'm going to go with it.
Yeah, we're kicking Scotty back out of the
Gotta take it to
studio.
next
Hey,
level.
Doc,
That's the
would
next
you handle your white man, please?
level. Listen now.
Would you control your white man? Hey, honey, you should try one of those. Add some pineapple juice. We are, you know what? We normally talk about our drinks of the night, and we didn't tonight.
We
What's the
didn't
name of this?
This is actually this drink right here, this lovely drink. You know, okay, can I just plug a shameless plug?
Going back up here.
Yeah, I need you to get on back upstairs. Don't come back down here anymore.
Usually you send people to the basement, not to the roof.
Yeah, I want you to go up to the roof with other good white people. Okay, so the drink that we are actually drinking right here, and a shameless plug for having a co-host and doing this with someone who has a background in bartending, is we get to have some amazing drinks. So this is called A Reason to Live. And it's like a little bit of every single liquor that you could ever imagine in life.
You open up your liquor cabinet, you pour a little bit of everything in there, and add pineapple.
And
juice.
add pineapple juice.
Yeah.
And ooh,
So
yes.
good.
And
It's
Josh
so
is in
good.
the house. We just want to say you're welcome to fix you another one if you'd like. But with that being said, that right there was a serious break.
Yeah.
My brain's hurting.
See that you know, I keep trying to tell you, don't let Scotty get in your head, girl.
He's in my
Don't
head.
let him get in your head.
Damn it,
Mm.
man. Oop. See? I just
See?
passed.
And
and
it's sitting
stuff.
in that chair. It's that chair, Crystal.
How's your neck feel?
I know you had the serious. I was like, oh Lord.
Oh, anyway, y'all see it. You witness it, right? You witness it. Look, that way. But you know what? It makes me a better person. So I'm gonna go with it.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna go with.
And he was actually helping me to help this be better. So that's what it's all about. And I hope all of you who are listening or watching YouTube, if you're not, go to our YouTube channel and look for Just for Fun Radio. And go ahead and get signed in there, because there's some stuff you're not going to want to miss soon, because he just showed me how to do it. But we're going to get back to our topic of paying it forward and all that kind of good stuff. And now that he's told me I sound nasally, I feel like I sound nasally. I really do a little bit, because my allergies have been driving me crazy.
Oh, it's been bad this season.
It's been really,
Girl,
really
don't
bad.
let him steal your thunder. Don't even listen to him. I just don't even listen to him anymore.
I don't know how you put up with that white boy.
Well, you know,
saying.
I always wanted me a white boy of my very own to love and to hold and to squeeze and to pet.
You got one.
And I
all
got
right.
one.
You got one. They call him Just for Fun.
That's right. But Scotty is actually an incredible guy. And for all the joking that we do, you know, it takes a really strong man to hang out with me the way that he does.
Hey, give yourself some credit, girl.
Okay.
It takes a very strong woman to hang out with him.
Yeah, we're strong together. See, I'm a movement by myself, but we're a force when we're together.
That's
So
right.
Scotty,
that's
you
right.
make me better.
All right. So Jennifer was kind of letting us know what led her to where she's to the mission that she kind of, or the journey that she kind of went on. And I know too much, so I'm going to shut up before I tell all the secrets, all the good stuff.
Yeah, don't spill the tea.
I'm gonna hand the story back over to her.
All right. So where we left off was I had made the decision to do the ultimate random act of kindness. I was doing it in honor of Ellen DeGeneres, who is my role model, but then also I was doing it to teach my kids to think beyond themselves. And so anyhow, after choosing that, making a decision, I wanted to do something ultimate, which was something to me that was priceless, that somebody couldn't put a price tag on. There was no value to, no financial value to. I started doing some research, and one day April 3rd, it was actually on the way to work. My husband and I work together, so he drives and I get to Facebook. And I found this Facebook post where this guy was very desperate to get his wife a kidney, to try and find a kidney. It needed to be O blood. And I thought, well, I'm O blood. So let me do some research and find out, how can I help somebody? And luckily for her, she found a donor she was already taken care of. But I thought, this would be the ultimate awesome random act of kindness is to just, do it. I just had a physical, so I knew that I'm, a little hefty, but that's okay. But I was healthy. And, you have 2 kidneys, so I had one to spare. And so doing some research on April 3rd at lunchtime led me to signing up for matchingdonors.com, which is a website where you can actually see who your recipient could be. You kind of get to pick and choose who you want to donate to. So I did that. I chose, I talked to my physician and made sure that I got clearance from her, and which I did. And she told me just make sure you pick 3 candidates because you might not have what they need. You might be healthy, fine, but for you, but whatever their needs are medically, you might not meet those requirements. So I did, and I had chosen 2 candidates, and still was kind of, on the lookout for a 3rd person. And I was getting bombarded with emails, and my heart went out to all these people. And if I had enough kidneys, I would have given them all. But I knew I needed to start being a little more kind of selective. I wanted to give my kidney to somebody special. But how do you say who's special, who's not worthy? You can't.
Right.
So I had to pick other qualities that I was looking for. A young father or a young mother, somebody that maybe didn't have a prior history of drinking. I wanted somebody to take care of my kidney because it really takes a toll on your body, but it's so worth it. So eventually I got this email a couple days later, actually, from Brian Gabe, which is the son of my recipient, and him and his sisters. He's got 3 great sisters, and they have been researching and constantly trying to find somebody. They are hands on deck trying to, find somebody to help their dad. Their dad, Avram Gabe, was actually diagnosed with end-stage kidney failure. So he was going to dialysis like 3 times a week. And you can't even imagine the toll that it takes on your body. I don't know if it would be fair to say that it's the same as chemotherapy, what it does to your body, but the fact that dialysis, you're sitting in a chair and it takes the blood out of your body and it recycles it and puts it back in. And then it takes you a day to recover. Like that's just so much. And you're devoting so much of your life, but you have to do it to survive. So Brian had reached out to me and he wrote this amazing, compassionate email about what his dad's situation was as far as, he's sick and he needs assistance, but he was telling me more about what kind of person his dad was. Like my dad is the type of guy that would take his shirt off his back to give it to you. And I thought, wow, it was such a great email and such a great message. I thought this guy already embodies everything that I'm trying to promote with doing the kindness, the random acts of kindness. And so I reached out to him and, told him I'd be interesting, but I did let them know I am currently, testing for a couple other people. I filled out some paperwork and there's quite a big process that has to go through with that. But we actually hustled and made everything happen. And within 2 months, I met them. I met the family. I met Avram, and the surgery is actually taking place in New York. And I donated my kidney to him, and it's just been amazing. I could go on and on and on and about it, but it's just been an incredible, amazing experience. And when I first saw him in the hospital, I thought, wow, this is my dad. Abba is dad in Hebrew, and so I thought, that's my Abba, and this is my family. And I just saved this guy's life. Like, how awesome is that? I mean, somebody just got a piece of me, So it was pretty overwhelming and very emotional. But, it's just been beyond that. It's been such an emotionally rewarding and humbling experience to go through this process, not only me personally, but with this family and how it's impacted their lives and, their children's lives, their grandchildren. But then also for my family as well. I've got great friends and family that have been very supportive. And other people have been considering doing kidney donation as well. So it's great.
I say that, not trying to steal your thunder, of course, but I'm type O as well. And it has dawned on me before to do such a thing. And I actually had a store manager who was actually the manager who hired me 18 years ago with Kroger. And he ended up having to be forced in retirement. His name was Al Shinneman, and I'd messaged him to let him know I would be speaking of him just in case, so he wouldn't be like, "Don't say my name." But he knows this as well. But I had contemplated the same thing, sort of. But he was very blessed. The lady in his church stepped up, and it worked out really, really well for them. And then I have another very, very close friend of mine, Kelly. Zach knows Kelly. Her now husband, Vince. He had where I don't know the quite medical term for it, but his kidneys were covered in tumors or cysts.
Oh, that's horrible.
But same thing. I mean, he was in dialysis. Like, he came and sat in this chair one night for a night show and told us his story. Like, he had been going through dialysis for like 2 years. And I mean, he was just kind of feeling dark because I don't know how many times a week he was having to go, but it was quite a lot.
Oh yeah.
And he had a donor that stepped up, and now he's doing great.
Well, I can definitely tell you that my recipient, Avram Gabe, Abba, is doing fantastic, and I'm doing fantastic. I actually feel better now than I did before the surgery, if you can believe it or not. And the surgery, it was laparoscopic, so a lot of people are like, well, you're kind of, putting yourself at risk, and there's risk with everything. There's risk driving cars. There's risk breathing secondhand smoke. I mean, there's risk walking into, the post office. I mean, there's risk for everything in life, but you only live once. And
the reason I never did was because I was like, what if my kids need it one day?
Well, that's the nice thing. A lot of people ask me about that, actually. Well, what happens if your kids need it?
Yeah.
Well, being that I was a recipient, I'm a living donor. Being that I'm a living donor and I have a recipient, if something should happen to one of my kids or to me and I'm unable to donate, they get to be on the top of the list. They get a priority, which is very unfair. You don't have to exercise that right, but you can, because you've donated a kidney, so you have a right to a kidney.
Never do that.
I didn't know that either.
A lot of people don't, but a lot of people don't even know that you can be a living donor. There's so many parts of our bodies that we could actually donate and still live a whole, fully functional life. I can do everything that you can do. I can have kids. I can, I can just do everything. There's nothing that's stopping me now. So
That's
Wow.
pretty awesome. I
Yeah.
never ever knew that. And that's one of the main things that always kept me from even looking further into it, was because I'm like, my luck, I would do that. And then a few years down the road, someone very close to me would need it and I would not be able to. And I would say, so I guess I've kind of gone through life saying, not through life, but for the past 10 years saying, if there was anybody really, really, really close to me who I knew needed, and I know I just spoke of the 2 people that I know, but they were very fortunate and had people step up. But even those 2 people, it did cross my mind.
well, and I think a lot of people are like, well, I'm saving my or the mindset's kind of like yours, like, what is something if somebody in my family, needs it or something. But you got to look at it beyond that, because just because you have O blood type, which is universal to everybody, O's can only take from O's. I'm not sure if everybody knows that or not. So it makes our picking, very slim. But just because, if your daughter or granddaughter or whatever, somebody, got sick and needed a kid, doesn't necessarily mean that you could donate to them, because you might not have what they need medically. So you kind of have to think about that as well. It's good in theory, but you might not be able to do that. But the whole point of this is honestly to promote, kidney donation. And could you imagine if one like famous movie star did it, what that would set, what kind of trend that would become? People would start donating, and then we wouldn't have people on waiting lists for 9 or 10 years that end up passing away because somebody just didn't want to or didn't.
So what was the ultimate, like, what made you choose, and hope this is not putting you on the spot, but I mean, you chose this person. I mean, I know you said that you spoke with his family and that kind of thing. Is that, because it had to be hard for you to make that choice for that one person?
It was, because I had, I live in Georgia, and I had one candidate that was actually in Woodstock, Georgia. So the commuting, the testing, was going to be done in Birmingham. But, I'm a thick girl. I'm short, I'm round, and I didn't meet the weight weight requirement. You had to have a BMI under 30, and I was at 33 or 34. And so, so I didn't meet the requirement for him. And then I had chose my secondary person. My second person was a father of 3 kids, and he was in Boston. But I sent in all the medical requirements, and there was just this delay in getting them to, work with me as far as, all right, let's schedule the testing and things like that. And then, of course, there was Avram, and I love the email. I had a project going up in New York for the CIA, and so I was going to be there for construction anyway. And so there was a good opportunity. There was only a couple hours. So I met the kids for dinner one night, just the kids, because unfortunately, they had kind of been through some really bad issues where people were trying to take advantage of them because people sell their kidneys. It's illegal, but people actually do it for thousands and thousands of dollars. And they've run into a couple instances. One lady was going to donate to them and actually found out, during her testing process that she found out she had breast cancer. So of course she couldn't. And then another one was a young kid who really wasn't able to. And then they've also been, I guess, emotionally wasn't stable enough. And then they've also had issues with people trying to sell their kidney. So, but I chose Avram because of the fact that he already, like I said, he already embodied everything that I was trying to promote in the kindness. And I absolutely adored Brian and Tammy and Dina and Nikki, which are his kids. We clicked immediately, and they are my sisters. They are my brother. So.
What's going on? So are they listening tonight?
They are listening. So hello.
Can we actually get them to call in?
Yeah, absolutely.
Will somebody say the number? Because I don't know it.
Oh, do you know the number, Anise?
Oh,
Doc,
somebody
sorry.
took my number. Somebody took my paper. Hold on. Wait, hold on.
1-556-678.
678 something. Scotty,
No, we don't know the on.
Scotty, text us the number, please.
Sorry, I didn't mean to knock everybody off.
It's 678-760-1556.
Never mind. 678-760-1556.
I'm sorry, I did not realize Scotty had my arrow over there on the other page. I'm telling you, I'm learning. That's pretty funny. Okay, cricket. We're all doing
Dead
different
air.
things here.
I know.
But that's to sum it up. I was actually trying to read some other messages I had coming in here. But to sum it up, what you've done is truly awesome. And like you said, you're bringing awareness to it because just in this few minutes, you've told me things I did not know. And I really have thought of it before because a lot like you, I'm all about if I could give half of my heart to somebody to keep them, I would, to give them life. And if there was more people like yourself out there, then
that's what I'm trying to promote. So I think generally people, like I said, I generalized earlier when I said we're a very selfish and self-absorbed society, but that's, not, I'm generalizing there. There are a lot of good things in us that we often fail to look and see that, hey, I did this or I did that. We don't recognize our own kindness sometimes. And so sometimes it takes our friends or family members to say, hey, you're you did this or you did that. So people often have to remind me, like, I do this, but sometimes people are like, wow, that was really awesome. And then it reminds me, like, yeah, I did do something pretty cool. You play my video?
I do not know. It's like everywhere. This is just meant to be played is all I can say.
Now, Tammy's going to try and call in. So can I have that number again?
It's 678-756.
About 7 o'clock.
It's 678-760-1556.
760-1556. Okay.
Y'all forgive me.
Like 30 numbers.
What? Shit.
760?
Sorry.
No, it's 678.
Yeah, but it's 678-760-1556. Okay. Jennifer, do you have that?
Well, I kind of typed it wrong the first time, so I redid it. It might have been the drinks. I kind of had a couple of drinks. That is something else that you don't have to give up, by the way. Anybody interested? You can still have a couple drinks every now and then.
You actually went through a lot to prepare yourself for it.
Oh, yeah.
I remember when you were in the salon, right before you were getting ready to go, and it was like what you ate, what you drank, what you did, because in return, like, you had to make sure that everything was good for the surgery.
It's kind of like when you're pregnant and you try to eat healthy because you know everything you consume is going to your baby. Well, everything I was consuming, my kidney was having to flush through, and I was giving my kidney to, to Abba, to Avram. So I wanted to make sure that I was giving him the most healthiest kidney, I could. And so I really had that in mind. And, if you know me and you see me, I'm addicted to food. I love it. So I kind of really had to watch, especially the sweets. I really had to watch everything that I ate because I really did want to give him something, truly good, truly healthy. So.
And I'm sure that's a hard thing to do in itself as well, because it's almost like you have to change like just about a lot of what you do just for that time period up until it gets to the point of the surgery and everything.
Oh yeah, because I'm a Southern girl, so I love my fried chicken and my sweets and my peach tea, so I really had to cut out sugars altogether. And of course, I'm getting older, I'm 40, so that was another thing that they were like, well, you kind of have to watch your sugar intake and just be, very careful. So I really tried, to do my best with working out, which is just really not my cup of tea. I'd rather do hiking or whitewater rafting, the fun stuff where you get exercise, not staring at somebody's ass in front of me at the treadmill, unless it's cute, but
You go to the mind gym, there's not many.
I know there's not. So anyhow,
we have a phone call.
We have a caller, so here we go.
Yeah, here we go.
You have reached Ladies Talk and you're live. Thank you for calling. Who's speaking?
Hi, this is Tammy Weinstein. You guys are on the air with Jennifer Wolfe.
Hi, love.
Hi, do you hear me?
I hear you.
Am I on the radio right now?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh my God, you guys are so lucky to have her speaking. She is the most incredible person ever.
Oh, stop.
We agree.
I paid her.
Oh my God, I was just listening. I'm like, my tears are rolling down my face as I'm listening. Oh, it's unbelievable. I mean, should I just keep talking, or I don't really hear you guys?
We're listening.
We're listening.
So Tammy,
Oh,
for
okay.
people who are listening in, Tammy is the daughter of my recipient. So, Tammy,
yes,
why don't you?
I'm.
Go
yes,
ahead.
my brother sent out the email, and then we were kind of working together, looking for a donor. And he sent an email, and that night when she wrote back, I called her that evening, and we just clicked on the phone, and there was something like inside me. I remember telling my brother that I'm like, I feel like this is something like this could be it. And he's like, really? And then all of a sudden he spoke to her, and then it was like everything started to come together. And she was just amazing in the whole process. Whatever, the doctors were saying, she went to the appointment, she sent in her blood work. Just like we didn't have to run after her at all. It was the most, she made this process so much, much easier for us. And, through the whole thing. And then when we met her with my siblings in the city. And it was the greatest dinner I've ever had. I mean, we were laughing, we were crying, we just instantly connected, all of us, and it just felt like it was just an emotional high.
It sounds to me like y'all became family, like instantaneously, like you just had to know it was right.
Oh my God, yeah, it was crazy. Honestly, there was something about her. Like even when we all left, we were like, we want to hug her. We want to, she's full of personality. She's a warm, kind person. And she just embodies everything about, she was saying a kindness coach before. You said that. I'm like, that's it. that's her. And she, how do you, we were looking at her like, you're saving our father's life. I mean, it's just, and I come from a very close family. We're very close, my siblings. And just through this whole process, just to have her like all of a sudden be connected to us, it's amazing. It's humbling. That's why I know she was inspired by Ellen and our mission. That is my goal, is to get her, on Ellen and for Ellen to, speak with her. And it just, that is what we want to do. I mean, how do you repay someone for saving your father's life? You can't. You know, I mean, she's forever our hero. You know, my family talks about her constantly. It's just, it's amazing. It's just an emotional high. And I hope she is able to continue to, you know, people could, you know, sharing her page and she could inspire others because she has that in her. You know, since she came into our lives, we've all been more kinder. It's been like contagious. We've been all wanting to do better things for people. Every time I go to the supermarket, you know, as soon as I see a cart, I'm like, now I'm putting it away, and I'll go and put someone else's cart away.
Yeah.
You know, like, so we're all like better people from this experience.
Thank you.
She's just amazing. There's no other words to explain her. She's just amazing.
You can send me my bill later.
I mean, I'm just all smiles over here.
Yeah,
I mean,
we're
I'm just
all
like
smiling.
I'm feeling your joy and your warmth. I mean, it's like there's really no
Yeah.
words to explain. Like I
No, there
can't
really
even begin
isn't.
to imagine how you feel, because just as me sitting here, I mean, I'm completely humbled. I mean, it's pretty amazing.
Oh my God.
Well, you know, I
You
think
know, and even I work at a school, and when all this was unraveling, we brought, I work in a private kindergarten, and we actually, when we started speaking to her, when I started speaking to her and getting close to her through the phone and stuff, and she was doing the testing, inspired me to do a unit on random acts of kindness in my class. And we did a whole unit on it. We were going through, you know, going to different classrooms, you know, saying nice things about people. And it was just, and, you know, and then I was bringing it to other people, and other people, I was telling everyone this story, and they were like, I don't even know this Jennifer, and she's already inspiring us. So it really is contagious. What she did, what she's doing, what she continues to do, it's very contagious.
thank you.
It's amazing. It's amazing. I'm lost for words.
Well, I appreciate
That really happens. I'm lost for words.
Thank you so much. I mean, having you call in tonight was absolutely incredible. And we're going
Oh my God.
we've got to go pay some bills right now.
I didn't want to personally ask for them to call in, but I'm so glad they did.
Yeah.
Yes.
I was like, I had my fingers crossed that they would call in,
And they did. So
did.
hearing
Oh
your
my God, I'd
yeah.
do anything for that girl. Oh my God. Are you kidding? I'm sitting here with my headphones. My son is next to me playing video games. I'm like, shut. I'm listening to this. And then I saw you texting. No, of course, anything. It's a joy.
Thank
Everything.
you.
And I love how she just is, when she's speaking, I'm like inspired. It's the way she speaks. You know what I mean? Like
Yes.
I actually do
don't
know
know.
what you mean, because to be honest, she has inspired, I know, myself and several others tonight. I have people texting in and messaging in, and that's what this show is all about, is to empower each other. So we truly do appreciate your call in. And like the doc said, we're going to go pay some bills, but you're welcome to call back in if you want, and let your family know that, hey, we feel you. We're pretty grateful for Jennifer ourselves. So we
thank
will.
you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you for getting on the up. Thank you for everything. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thanks, Tammy. Love you.
I love you. I'll talk to you later. Thank you,
We
guys.
love you
Take
too.
care.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye, guys. Bye.
Bye-bye.
They are awesome. I'm telling you, you
Well,
really
that's
could
not
not
the
ask for
song.
a better group of people. They are hilarious. They're just, they have got
Sound like
such
a
a
pretty
great.
amazing family.
Yeah.
Oh, they are. And how close they are. It's just unbelievable. Now we're going up 1st of September to actually see them again, because I haven't seen Abba since he's had the surgery. I mean, I keep up with him, and I talk to Ma almost every day. She's kind of the leader. She is a crazy one. We should get her on the phone because she is hilarious.
You need to try to tell her to call in.
All right.
Or you can call
have
her
Tammy.
even if you got her number. We'll
But
call
she
her.
will talk your ear off, so you will have to cut her off and say, okay, Ma, we got to pay commercials, because they just
You know, but I mean, overall, it's truly amazing. I mean, just because, I mean, since I've met you, I know you've opened up so much for me, just an outlook on life, period. You know, and that's trying to pass it on is like where it really goes. So, I mean, I think like just that one person or two people or three people, what you're trying to do is probably a lot further than what you even realize.
Well, the thing is that a lot of people are like, "You're an angel, you're a hero," and I'm thinking, no, I'm just doing something that it feels right, and I'm hoping that somebody else would either do it for somebody in my family that needs it, or for somebody else that needs it. So
And that's almost like kind of sad. Like, I don't want to say sad per se for somebody to say, oh, you're an angel, you're a hero, because it's got to that point where it gets to that.
yeah,
Why
it is
can't
sad.
people just say, this is how it should be every day? Because if it was,
Mhm.
oh my gosh, this world would be such a better place.
Well, the thing, I do share it on Facebook a lot. But I share it, but not because I'm like, woohoo, look at me. I'm sharing it because I'm like, come on, people, let's do this. Let's have fun. Read my story.
Right.
Because I want people to see, like, look, I'm still short. I'm still chunky. I'm still having fun. I'm still living a life. You know what I mean? Like, there is life after this.
I'm still living a life of amazing.
Yeah. So that's what I try to promote. And then, of course, I forgot what I was going to say.
Live on video. I mean, we're all talking good. Video
Oh.
stays live whenever we go on break.
Hey, Josh.
It's okay.
Close that door.
Hey, not everything come out there.
Just kidding. Thank you. Remind me to tip you later tonight. But no, I mean, they have just been, like I said, amazing. You know what I mean? They are so appreciative, and I think they give me more credit than what I truly deserve.
And Mr.
I wanna
Cinnamon,
refill.
I still call him Mr. Cinnamon, and he's so crazy. He's like, Crystal, it's Al. I haven't been here for a long time. I'm like, no, it's Mr. Cinnamon. He's like, the lady
Thank you,
who gave
baby.
to him was also
That's good. That's good.
complete
That's
stranger.
good.
Oh, really?
Same thing. And he had been like,
Oh, they're
telling you, he
Ma's
was-
calling you now, so we probably want to put her on hold for a little bit. Yeah, I told her Ma can talk. She's a talker, but she's sweet. Oh my God, I love her.
Well, it's funny.
We have to keep the bathroom door closed because of that.
Radio Ladies Talk. How are ya? I am good. This is DJ Smiles, and Jennifer is here with us. Do you mind holding for just like, give me less than a minute, and we're going to go back on air. Do you mind? All right. Thank you so much. I can tell by your voice you're already smiling. She's smiling. Well, please.
Oh, I
just hang
don't.
tight for us, okay? We're going to go live in just a few minutes. Not even a minute, okay? Just give us a minute. All right, well, hold please.
Oh, I love it.
Shoot.
You don't hold it.
Are you going to be back
No.
before that
You
song's
will
off?
love her. She is.
Wait, do we need to add another song to it?
Are you sure?
Are you sure?
Looks like one of you guys are going to hit in the control
We'll
booth.
see.
Look,
So,
Dottie's gonna be
I
coming
want to get us tickets, and it's in October, which is it's going to be very difficult for me. But there's a salon in Marietta that holds a fashion show every single year
And is it plus size?
for transplant patients.
Oh, okay. Well, you're not putting me in any Spanx or anything like that.
But it's for transplant patients or people who have donated and everything like that. And I can probably get one of the dudes I was talking to actually works at that salon, and I went to it last year.
Yeah.
When I tell you, it's a long ass show.
Really?
But they do silent auctions. They serve alcohol.
Oh, yeah.
It is amazing. But I could probably get you up there to tell your story as well, which Bert from the Bert Show was there last year. They had a CNN host that actually hosted the show for them. So, I mean, that would be, I need to get with him and see when the dates are for that and see if he can get me tickets so we can go. I mean, you dress up. you
Well,
have to
even
be
if they,
fancy.
if they cost money, I don't mind paying for it. It's going for a good cause. I'm totally.
They raise like thousands and thousands. I think last year they raised like 42,000.
Oh, wow.
Because the owner of the salon has actually had 2 heart transplants.
Well, do you know that during this process, I probably have spent $1,000 out of pocket, but more because I really rushed this through. It wasn't because I was afraid to do it. It's because I was afraid I was going to change my mind.
Yeah.
And I had already committed myself because, it's a lot.
This is a different call. It's a New York call. Hello, Ladies Talk. Okay, all right, we're going live in about
love that when people are like, you've motivated me to do kindness or to do this or do that. Like that is such a thrill to me. And I wish really people would post more on on Love Rack. Like, hey, I did this today.
Yeah.
All right, we are back, and we have a very special guest. A very special caller on hold for the guest today. So we're going to go right into that. I'll let Jennifer introduce who we're getting ready to bring on air here.
I believe this would be Ma, which is her name's Lucy Gabay. She is the wife of the recipient, but everybody calls her Ma. And
her name is it Lucy?
It's Lucy.
Okay, well, I'm going to hold her, and I'm going to let you welcome her to Ladies Talk, okay?
All right. Hello.
Hello.
Hi, Ma.
Hi. I can't believe it. Where am I? Who am I?
You're on the Just for Fun radio show, and we have.
My God. Just for fun. That's what it's going to be. Just for fun. It's definitely going to be just for fun. But I have to. Are you going to ask me questions, or do I talk? I talk. I keep on talking. You know that.
I know, Ma. So when we say we have to go to commercial break, that means we have to go to commercial break. But I'm gonna let Crystal and Zach and Anise ask you some questions.
Okay, no problem.
Hello, Ma. How are you?
How are you?
This is
How
do
you pronounce your name?
Okay. This is Anise. They call me the Doc.
Oh wow. Okay. I better. This is live, so I better be calm.
She fits in well already.
Okay, I'm a person. I could talk away. Okay.
Okay. So tell us. We got to talk to your daughter earlier, and when you heard from Jennifer, what were some of the first thoughts that went through your mind? I'm always curious about that.
First thought is an angel. A simple angel. How many people in this life do you have come across as an angel like Jennifer? How many? This is deep, deep, deep inside what she really feels. This is a real, true person. A real, real, true person. And I'm a people's person, and I could tell who's true and that this is a real person. I am always lost for words, what to say, but to me, she's an angel. And to the whole family, she's an angel. And she's part of the family. I have 4 kids, and now she's the 5th.
Thanks, Ma.
Wow.
How awesome. You know that you really, truly made an impact whenever you have been accepted into the family.
Oh, yeah.
I mean.
And they are a very close-knit family.
There's no word question asked, and we're a great family. We're very close-knit family, and Jennifer is part of the family. That's how we feel. And her husband, I must mention her husband, is unreal too. There's not too many people in this world. I came across lots of people, lots of life experiences. I'm 65 years old, even though I look good.
She does. She really does look good.
But I never came across the honesty and the realness, and her husband so supportive, so real. Really, really. An angel. There's no other word.
So for the people.
She's so beautiful too.
She is beautiful. She really is.
The most beautiful teeth.
She loves my teeth, and I don't know why. I need braces. So
you have beautiful teeth.
Yeah, they are not
They're
straight.
gorgeous.
They overlap, and I get food, broccoli, and shit stuck in my teeth.
We all do.
I'm telling you. It's
like
steak in there.
Curly white teeth. I love that.
Thanks, Ma.
Awesome. Well, to everybody who's listening, I'm sure everybody's feeling a little bit of the same emotions that I'm feeling, along with the Doc and Zach, who are in here as well. But it just makes you just realize how much a simple, kind, just a kind gesture, can change someone's life. Just listen to the family and the smiles in your voices. I can literally hear you smiling as you talk, just as your daughter. And Jennifer, you have done something truly amazing for this family and for yourself, because to see her speak about it, you can see that this has changed her as well. So,
Well, it definitely has changed the family because, Abba has told me, I'm going to be around for my grandchildren. He's got, 5 grandchildren. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 5 grandchildren, one on the way. And one's due, the one that's on the way is due August 24th. So we'll be flying up to see them early September when she delivers. But
oh no, she's part of the family. We're just there's no questions asked. It's like it's been there forever. It's been there forever. There's no questions asked.
Yeah.
Even I get nervous sometimes when I don't hear from her, and she knows that. She knows.
She will hunt me
That's
down.
how I am. That's how I am with my kids, with the other kids too. So it's just one word. I know I have OCD, by the way. I keep on repeating, but I say she's an angel. She's just like something that came from God. She's an angel.
Thank
That's
you,
it.
Ma. Is Abba there, by the way?
Yes. Hold on.
Would you guys like to talk to the recipient?
Say hello?
Oh, yes. Okay.
Hello.
Hi, Abba.
Hi, Jennifer. How are you?
I'm doing good. You're live on Just for Fun Radio. How are you?
Okay, I'm fine. Thank God. Every day it's better. Today we went for a walk in the park, and I drank my 4 bottles today, so I'm okay.
Good. You're drinking your water, because I'm not sure if people know, but when you're on dialysis, you can't drink any water at all. Like you can have ice chips, but you literally cannot drink any water. So now you get to drink water, and then you kind of have to force yourself to drink it.
that's pretty. I mean, it's just this whole story has just got
yeah.
me just like going.
It leaves you speechless. I
It
mean,
does.
just, the act and what everybody has had to go through, you and the family. And I mean, it's incredible. It's
Yeah.
incredible.
Abba, you feeling good?
Yes, I'm fine. Thank you. How you doing, Jennifer?
I feel great. So no problems.
I saw you on the Skype yesterday with the hard hat.
Oh yes, I was. For those listening in, I was on Pix 11. I think it was Channel 11 in Long Island on a job site. So I look a hot mess, sweaty mess. But yeah, it was interesting, but it was a good story, and it was of course about the Gabays, and they interviewed the Gabays and kind of told the story. So it was a great opportunity to share more again about random acts of kindness and also kidney life, living donor donation as well.
I seen that, and I thought you were actually cute in that hard hat you were wearing. I was like, well, look at her. She's like, you rocked that hard hat.
Y'all are biased.
She really did, and it was even, led me to be even more interested in what she does, because I've met Jennifer like briefly once, and we kind of ran into each other here and there. We have a mutual friend, of course, Zach, and there's social media, and we keep up with each other there.
No, that's nice.
But I did not know all of this about her until tonight. Really.
Oh well, I'm glad now you know who's Jennifer is. If she could have given another kidney, she would.
I would.
I'm so glad that you were chosen, and your family and you. I mean, this whole thing just seems so right.
Well, I call myself a lucky guy, and from the help of Jennifer and from God, I was chosen. And also I believe that I'm a good guy too. And I do good deeds in life, and that's why Jennifer picked me.
Yeah, absolutely. That's why I picked you.
Yes. And I'm glad that we met, and we are like my wife says, we are like family. We love her. We talk every day. We talk about her all the time. And matter of fact, we can't wait for her. She's coming, I think, next month, right?
Yep, 1st of
Jennifer,
September.
you're coming next month.
I'm coming. I'll be there for you.
So we can't wait to see you and Josh.
Yes, he'll be there too. We can't wait to see you either.
Wow, I want to go with y'all. It sounds like it's going to be quite the loving event there.
Yeah.
It sure is. Here I am again.
I like her.
She is phenomenal.
Wait, you like my sense of humor, huh?
I really do.
Who am I talking? Who is this? Who
This
else
is
am I
Zach.
talking?
This is my
Oh,
hairstylist, Ma.
Oh, your hair. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. You got to come fix my hair.
Hey, I will come
Hello,
visit you anytime. I love New York.
Oh, you love New York.
I do.
Wait. You must have told him that I work for Blooming, didn't you, Jennifer?
No, Ma, I haven't told him, but I'll tell him that after the radio show.
Okay. That's great. All right. So, we spoke to Abba, and Abba really, I mean, like, he said the right thing. He was lucky, and he was chosen too because he has a good heart.
Yes, he does.
And you felt that good heart in the kids and then Abba too.
Yeah, absolutely. All of them have really
Don't forget
good
me.
hearts, so.
Don't forget me.
Oh, Ma, you got a good heart too. We can't forget you. All right. Well, we love you, and we hope
We
you have
love
a good
you
night.
too. We love you too. I just want you to know that she's one of a kind. That's not too many. I mean, not to talk about other people that are not good. There's millions of other people that are
That's right.
very, good-hearted. But this is a special soul, and we wish we would have many more like Jennifer.
Well, Mom,
in
that's
this
what we're
world.
trying to do. We're trying to promote and get more people to do random acts of kindness. So thank you for sharing your time with us.
Definitely. Okay, hon. All right.
Thank you
for
and
giving
your
us-
whole family for calling in to Just for Fun Radio. We are right outside Jennifer's hometown right now, Porterdale. We're in Conyers, Georgia. So we appreciate you all tuning in and calling in and participating in tonight's show. This is DJ Smiles. My husband, DJ Scotty, actually owns Just for Fun Radio. And we got the Doc, who is the host of Ladies Talk, actually. She's here, and you've already spoke to our fabulous hairdresser, Zach. So we really do appreciate you.
It's a pleasure, and I love you guys' accent. I really do.
Well, we love yours.
We love yours too.
I really do. You guys are awesome.
Thank
Keep
you.
it up. Keep up the good work. Keep it up. You sound like a withered person. You really do.
All right. Thank you, Mom.
Okay. Nice talking to you. I'll speak to you. I'll text you.
Okay.
Hello.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
How awesome is that? I mean,
That is so very awesome.
Oh, I just can't even go on. I mean, I just can't. They are phenomenal people. And, the more that I just talk to them and really open up to them, it's just gets better and better day by day. So
it just makes me want to go out and do something very kind for someone. And I hope that everybody who's listening feels the same way. And we've had some loyal listeners sending messages to the Just for Fun radio page. Rich Archer, he listens a lot to the morning show, and I actually work with his beautiful wife, Sherry. And they're kind people as well. But he sent in a message, and he was just saying how humbling this show is to him. And the messages are kind of overpouring, really.
Yeah, they are.
Jeff Matthias, they're huge supporters as well. He's saying he's really loving the show. So that means him and his beautiful wife, Bree, and probably their girls are listening. And what we have to keep in mind here is that everything we're speaking of and talking about is, I'm sure it's moving people just like it's moving all of us. So I'm sure that there will be kind acts come from it. And Jennifer, that's what you're going for.
yeah, and please feel free to share whatever random acts of kindness you do on my Facebook page, because that tells me that I'm getting my message out there. So pictures, just even in messaging what you do is just great. So, and of course, if you share it, that's even better, because you're spreading awareness as well.
Well, speaking of, everybody is trying to think of things that they can do for random acts of kindness. And I remember when I got sick in 2010, and I needed 10,000 people to donate blood, because the treatment that I have to get is called IVIG, and it takes 10,000 people to make one dose of IVIG.
Oh, wow.
And during the summer, a lot of times people who need IVIG can't get it because people don't donate. So, if you want an easy way to donate, is donating blood, because that helps so many people in so many different ways.
Absolutely. And not just donating blood, donating plasma as well.
Yes.
That is very, very helpful too, because that continues the blood, continuation. So yeah, absolutely. And it doesn't cost you anything, And sometimes the greatest random acts of kindness, or just the acts of kindness, are the ones that are free. A simple letter to your mailman, like, hey, thanks for delivering my mail in the rain. And, make sure you're putting it way back in the mailbox so it doesn't get soaked, soaking wet. Or, there's just so many people around us that we could do things for, and that we fail to appreciate the things that they do. And I think if we were all just a little bit more kindness, if we all did a little bit more to provide kindness to everywhere, it would be a much kinder world. And, our children are our future. And I hope eventually to be able to do motivational speaking, because right now our education system focuses on the grades. They focus on being a school or B school. I'm not sure how the ranking is, up here, but, in Florida, you needed to be an A school because that's, where you wanted the school to be.
Yeah.
But, and they have the anti-bullying campaigns and clubs and things like that. But we've really lost focus on the socialization aspect of raising our youth, on being good people. We might be working on towards gaining them education and strength in that, but what about just being a better person as well?
Yeah, and it's so funny that you mentioned that, especially about the bullying, because we have a bullying epidemic here in Rockdale and Newton County.
Mm-hmm.
And, just the paying it forward and teaching our young people how to really stand up and, just random acts of kindness.
Absolutely. The thing is that I totally agree with the anti-bullying clubs that they do usually in elementary and middle schools. But that's doing is it's telling kids to stop bullying.
Mhm.
What is it promoting?
Right.
It's not promoting kindness, and that's where the strength needs to be, because if people are focused on kindness, they're not bullying.
Now, you actually have a page. Talk to us a little bit about your page.
My Facebook page, that's all I have because it takes a lot of time just even doing that. It's www.facebook.com love/rack and love-rack.
That's spelled RAK.
Yes, and it's LUV-RAK, which stands for Love Random Acts of Kindness. And like I said, we just promote little inspirational messages, and we also love people to share what they've done in their community, or things of that nature. And of course, we promote things that we have done as well. Right now, I'm working on a nationwide rack, which is Random Act of Kindness. And so I'm doing a Random Act of Kindness in each state. So right now, it's some of the states I will be visiting for work or just for pleasure. But then others, we are just choosing random people out of a state, and then we narrow it down to a city, and then we go to the white pages and try to find the name, and then we try to find them on Facebook and cross-reference them through the white pages, and we just send a parcel package to them. And we hope that they end up liking the page and sharing their experience, and also continuing to pay it forward. So it's pretty awesome.
Right. Good deal. We're going to share this on all of our pages right now, the Love Rack page, so that we can get some likes and share some good deeds.
So again, everybody, that's love, LUV hyphen or dash. Just do LUV rack, RAK, and I found that pretty easy, just like that. And I'm sharing it on my personal Facebook page, and we will be sharing it on all of the Just for Fun radio pages, including Ladies Talk. Jennifer, I cannot condone you. I just can't condone you enough for what you're doing, because just like we've said over and over throughout this show, we need more people to just think about the simple things, and the things like you and you and the doc both pointed out, giving blood, that kind of stuff. I don't think we think about it, as often. I know I didn't, until you all brought it up just now. I was like, you know what, that's true. I've only given blood once in my entire life, which is pretty sad.
Right.
Whenever I sit here and think about it, because there's a lot of local places that have the big blood drive buses pull up, and all you got to do is just go out there and do it. And I see it, and I don't take the time to do it because we're always in such a rush. But that's I think it's important we start to slow down.
Absolutely.
And do things like that for each other. if there's any ideas that any of you have, go to the Love Rack page and share it with Jennifer and everybody there. And there's nothing too small, as you've heard, that can make a difference in somebody's life. And we'll share it as well whenever you share it, because that's where it all starts. It starts with one person. Just like tonight, she's came in and she has shared her story, and I feel like she's motivated everybody here and many of us to say, hey, what can I do next? What am I going to do tomorrow? What am I going to do before we go off air? I mean, to share something that might make somebody smile, even if it's just someone who hasn't heard from you in a while. I mean, there's very, very many things that we can do.
Absolutely. And, honestly, a lot of people, the big thing I should say about kindness and why I think it might be greater than doing donations or things like that, because charity focuses on a certain classification of people, typically those that are in need or poor, whereas random act of kindness isn't, there's no judgment there. Doesn't matter if you're poor or you're wealthy or, what your situation is, because it's about doing an act of kindness for the person themselves. So to me, it's not racist in any form. It's not gender specific in any form. So to me, there's more fulfillment out of doing random acts of kindness than donating to a charity. And of course, random acts of kindness are all solely funded, by myself. So that's, again, why I have to work to be able to do these. But not every random act of kindness or just any act of kindness costs money. Like I said, sometimes it's just the consideration that you give. It's the time to write a thank you note for somebody who's done something for you. So.
And I think that's like really the most important thing. It's not about the money.
Right.
Because, there's at times that you may receive a gift of money, or somebody may help you do something or say, oh, I bought you this. It's money. There's no value to it. Absolutely. It can pay your bills and it keeps life going, of course. But, okay, so what? You're helping me because you make more money than I do. At the end of the day, that's kind of like, that's how I would view it. It's more of, when I think about doing something for somebody, it's almost like, you're pulling around, say you're driving around Kroger parking lot and you see an elderly person, on one of the motorized scooters or whatever, stop and help them put their groceries in their car.
Absolutely.
And, that makes such a huge difference, because at this point of time, the view everybody gets on society is everybody is so stuck on themselves and if it's going to benefit them.
Absolutely.
But at the end of the day, it doesn't even matter about you by yourself, because you can focus on you and what's going to benefit you and what's best for you, but you're going to wind up lonely.
Mm-hmm.
So, you don't know who you're going to meet by helping that one person. You could wind up meeting somebody who could offer you so much in the world as far as friendships, a whole new family. You just don't know who you're going to run into.
I mean, she's basically gained a whole family here.
Truly,
and, I think
yes.
also, with that being said, before we go pay some bills, I think a lot of us don't do some things because we don't feel like we have the money to do it. It doesn't always take money to do something kind. So on that note, let's go pay some bills, as we call it. We're going to take a quick break and we will be right back. Thank you for tuning in to Ladies Talk, and we will be right back.
Am I being too long-winded? I get going on something I'm passionate about, and I'm just like,
no.
I'm the keeper of the pay the bills.
She'll write me a note. Look, there were so many notes on that piece of paper.
I know.
Oh, okay.
I do that to Scotty in the morning, and with Scotty though, I just interrupt him. I was like, "Look, you need to pay some bills."
See, like a little. So it's like,
they don't pay attention to that.
We have said before that we were going to do like a
I have timers set.
Light.
I have timers set for them, and they just keep talking over the timers. I'm like,
that's funny.
Pay some bills.
Mm-hmm. How's it going?
Good.
Yeah.
Wish you could have heard what the on the phone though.
Well, you can watch it on YouTube because it'll be recorded, right? Mom will be
recorded.
Yeah. Are we gonna end up playing the video?
Yes, let's do that next. As soon as we go back.
This commercial, I love it.
I know.
You're famous now.
No.
Yes, you are. For more ways than this commercial, though.
But I've tried to share my story with Covington News twice because I'm local.
Yeah.
Right.
And it's Porterdale doesn't really have
the door, babe.
I gotta go too.
It makes it echo.
echoes, love. Yeah.
Oh,
Zach's like, oh, okay.
I'm
I'm not
sorry,
used to that
baby.
shit.
I love you, Doug.
I love
Need
you.
more people to share it. Well, I used to have a friend who Covington News, and Jana, whenever she worked there, she'd have been all over that. But I don't know. If
Covington News has wound up being shit.
Yeah.
Like they truly have.
Rockville, though.
But I mean, the one that they had up there in New York, where it was their network news channel that
Yeah.
actually picked it up, the story, and interviewed the family up there, and then she Skyped in from the job site in Alabama. And
Oh wow.
it was, I mean, I don't know, it was a great, and then now it seems like, the Associated Press works, and they start picking up the story, and she's already got another news that
What we need to do then maybe is take and send the link to that news story from there to Covington News so they can see it. Say,
And they
hey,
can
she
pull that
reported
from
out,
there,
and
yeah.
maybe they can, because they can pull it from there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make some notes because we're gonna try our best to get her a contact with Ellen.
Well, it's funny because Brian, the son of the recipient, he actually got the entire list of all of the producers for the Ellen Show and all their contact information, their emails, and all. He's been going crazy trying to get her.
Well, that's good though because the more people
Right.
do it,
He's been, but it's hard. It's really
the
hard.
connections with the news station. They did an interview. They came out to Nikki's house with one of the daughters, and they did an interview there. And then they Skyped me after that, and we did kind of a Skype interview. It was supposed to be released.
that would be awesome. We just all need to do it.
You're drinking a beer.
Every time I would put my lime in it, salt.
I was like, what the hell is he doing?
The
The way he was kind of holding it, I was like, Scotty, do we need to talk?
Yeah.
When she pours regular salt,
I figured what he was
rock salt in it
doing.
so it doesn't dissolve.
I just didn't know if we
They
needed
put it
to
in
talk.
the shit hits the roof.
Who is
Look, I'm gonna
this?
tell you like I did that guy that said, "Man, you trying?" I
Who is
was in
that?
a factory job.
There's not a name popping up.
I guess we now have a
Yeah.
kid home.
I heard some.
I heard some footsteps.
But
Is Beth there?
I just heard footsteps. I
Oh,
said, I guess
Amy
we
said
have
she was coming home.
So, anyways, I'm walking through a factory, and then when we work in the Makita plant, you had to have eye protection, ear protection, steel toes, and you had to either tuck your shoelaces in or put tape around your shoes.
Yeah.
Well, the electrician, we always had tape. Well,
Which child is that?
so my buddy that was working with us, he's from Greece.
Emmy! Yay! It's my
But he looked,
daughter!
I've been over my shoe, and he looked at my other guy and says, "Look."
Hi, nice
Hi.
And we all were like, of course, I'm like this.
Hello, Bob.
I'm Emmy's
How are you?
other mom.
Dude,
Did you get my
to me, he's tying his shoe, but if you see
I
You know, we
Yeah,
look
just
just
open
alike,
it.
don't we?
I'm so excited. I'm
It's
so
the
ready
hair
for this
dye.
to happen. I'm so ready for
You
this
know.
to happen.
She just didn't get my pigment.
You
Because they wanted to bake her a little longer, and I said, no, let's just go ahead and get her out.
Right.
So yeah, she just didn't get my pigment. Yeah.
Diversity is key. But
Oh yeah.
how are you?
That's awesome.
What y'all been up?
They do trivia to meet you in other classes. Okay. And we were there. Me and my dad do it like every Thursday.
That's not very nice.
So weird. We did.
I'd beat your ass. We'd be going outside. This is very true. I hide mine, so don't worry.
Hi, how are you?
No.
They're trying to let
I don't know who you
break
are.
in.
I'm Jennifer Wolfe.
She looks like Justin Brown's mom. No, it's not that,
No.
right? This is Jennifer Wolfe.
Yes, she does. I've only seen her twice. I apologize.
I'm everybody's mom.
Are you hanging, Emmy? Or are you leaving?
I'm leaving in a minute.
Where you going?
Hi, Rachel.
Hey, how are you?
Well, you just got
What you
home.
doing there?
She doesn't come
Anything
home.
we want. Just kidding. We're probably gonna watch Food Network for like 6
She
hours.
said
Food Network. Oh my gosh.
Oh, 2:30.
Well,
Hey, let that. That's their story. Let them go all the way.
Oh, we were just getting.
y'all got to make food and bring it to us the next show, though.
Well, I don't actually like learn. I more of make fun of the people because we watch this like chopped and like cut from fish. So, like it's like life or death
situation, like if they lose and they start crying.
So they don't hear the songs on
Like,
YouTube.
cuss each other out.
Awesome.
Hey, my dad knew who you were. She's 4 times the
That's me. That's my name.
No, where I was leading with this is I need a Monday night show. Fix throw you two on.
We can.
All right, y'all. We're
I do it.
All right.
You gotta call in. Come on.
We got someone who's wanting to call.
Can we get it quiet on the set, please?
It's cutoff time. Y'all 6 minutes.
Well,
we're
excuse me,
going till
DJ,
9
but you're
tonight.
gonna have to. Shh.
Let me take
Wait, I want to.
Get your white man. Send his ass back to the roof.
We are live on Just for Fun Radio, and we have some guests who have joined us. It's our beautiful daughter Emmy and Rachel, who's now in the house. Scotty's gonna unmute him. We have a caller who's wanting to call in, but before you call in, Emmy, say hi. We've missed you.
Hey, everybody.
Maybe we've been talking about paying it forward tonight, like just random acts of kindness. Do you have any random acts of kindness you'd like to speak of?
I haven't killed anyone in a couple weeks.
That's
so
really good.
That's really good.
Thank you.
I'm proud of you.
No,
Wow.
I can't think of anything that I've done lately other than just not being a butt to people on the expressway today. I felt really good about that, about letting people over.
That's good.
Small step.
Yep. You let someone over. You're doing better than Dad.
Exactly.
He makes a game out of it not to let people get over in front of him. So yeah, that's not a random act of kindness for him. So Rachel, how about you? Is there anything that you've ever experienced or done you would like to share with us?
I have a pretty embarrassing story.
Sure, we like embarrassing stories. Tell us.
Well, I've gone to private school my whole life, so I've known the principal, and my family has too, since I was about 5 years old. And everyone's from Conyers. If you're from Conyers, you're just from Conyers. That's how it is here. And so my dad and I would constantly see the principal and her husband out at restaurants as I was growing up, and we would do this back and forth thing where we would pay for each other's checks and then just like leave before we could go up to say thank you or anything. So kind of nerdy, but
Yeah.
it would always make my night when I would see them because I knew that we were going to help each other out.
That's pretty cool, though.
That's very cool.
Very
Yeah.
cool. That's awesome. Now you got something to share with your children.
I do.
Yeah.
Got lots of things to share with the children.
So I heard Scotty briefly mention to you ladies maybe picking up a Monday night. So y'all need to give that some thought because we need a Monday night show.
We would be happy to do a Monday night show, or at least I would.
I'd do it.
I'm not sure what we would do it on. I've got 8 billion million ideas in my head.
Well, there you go.
at all
Pick one.
times.
Pick
We
one.
were just talking. Me and Rachel have been kind of doing YouTube videos lately. We just did one the other night. We haven't uploaded it yet, just as I'm still in the editing process. However, Rachel just told me that she had like 6 more ideas for a video, so we might go make some new videos tonight. So hopefully those will be up and ready for viewing soon.
Emmy, can I just say I am so stinking proud of you.
Oh.
I mean, y'all, this is my daughter. I didn't give birth to her, but this is my child for all practical purposes. And you freaking rock. You are amazing. You are incredible. You are beautiful. I'm so proud of you and everything that you're doing. And you are just coming into your own. I love you. I'm so proud of you.
That's so sweet.
So proud of you. Okay.
I call her my bonus daughter.
That's my bonus
Yeah.
mom.
That's my bonus daughter. She I have to agree, she's pretty awesome.
Yeah, she is.
She's all right.
She's pretty. Yeah. Well, and whatever Rachel says.
No,
But
she's
y'all-
the best.
You all get your we have been talking. There's a caller that says they're wanting to call in, and so I want you to do that. But before we do that, there is a video to kind of touch base on what we've already been speaking of. If you all are watching YouTube, you'll be able to see it on our YouTube channel. I've got too many mouses over here. Can I just say that? At least this is something Emmy will be really good at. Just saying.
Well, wait, you got to click that one.
I've got it.
Okay.
I think. Okay, let's
Her
just
head's
see if
turning
I've got it.
Okay.
Is my head looking the right way?
Nope.
Okay.
You gotta
No, you
flick
got
it
to
to the
look
right.
that way.
And then flick it back.
Okay.
Flick it back.
All right, here goes. But this is something that you don't want to miss. Caller, please call right back because I've just got this figured out. Or should we take the call first?
Take the call
Take the
first.
call.
Oh, wait. Scotty's texting.
Thank you. Thank you for calling Ladies Talk.
How are you guys?
Good. How are you?
I apologize.
Hi, Doc.
Hey, honey, how are you?
Hi,
I'm
Drew.
good. Hi, Crystal. I just wanted to tell my personal story about how ever since I started college, I started paying it forward, and it feels awesome. And I was going to share a personal story that DJ Scotty and Crystal know about, but Doc, I did not get a chance to tell you. I think it was like 2 springs ago when we had the bike rally for St. Jude's. I gave $20 to the hospital just because I knew how those kids feel in the hospital, because throughout my life I've had 14 surgeries, so I know how it feels being in a hospital bed.
Oh, bless your heart.
That's
And,
awesome. Thank you.
I just wanted to share that with you guys.
Drew, we truly appreciate you, because Drew really does support Just for Fun Radio. I mean, every show, where no matter who it is, no matter what it is, Drew supports us, and we just really do appreciate you. He's an inspirational guy once you get to know Drew.
Yes, he is.
I mean, he has his own challenges, and he just keeps right on going.
That's awesome.
Right. Well, that's just because I realized that I can get on depression and everything, but I just decided to pay it forward.
Thank you, Drew. Thank you
And
for
if-
being that kind of person.
Yes, it is.
And
It's
if Drew can
gratifying.
pay it forward in the situation that he's in, because a lot of people like Drew, if they were, and Drew, I'm going to put you out there for just a second. I don't know your whole medical condition enough to speak about it like through terminology, but I can tell you that he's in a wheelchair full time, and that he is just like I said, he's such an inspiration.
Yes.
And if Drew can find it in his heart to like find a way to make other people smile and pay it forward, then anybody can. I'm just saying. So
Yes. And there's a whole lot of people that told me I wasn't going to make it in college. And I'm just happy to say that last semester, meaning spring semester, I passed my math class, and I'm proving those people wrong. So I'm happy with where I'm at. So
Way to go, Drew. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome.
I knew the doc would be glad to hear that. Whenever
Yeah.
she hears anything good educational, she glows.
Yeah,
glows.
I glow and I rise up from my seat and I'm
I
like,
just wanted to
yeah.
share that, and I will definitely be listening in tomorrow and all next week.
Thank you, Drew.
Thank you, Drew. I really appreciate
You're welcome.
Thank
And
you,
Doc,
Drew.
Yes, baby.
I will see you tomorrow morning.
I will see you
Bye,
tomorrow morning.
DJ Smiles.
Bye, love. I hope you're listening or watching YouTube, because we're getting ready to put something kind of special up there, okay?
I am. I'm actually watching you right now on video.
Oh, everybody wave to Drew.
Hi, Drew.
Those waves were just for you. All right, stay tuned, Drew. Thank you for calling in, and let me see if I can work this here. You know, we might have to get you to come in here and run this show for us sometime, because, you know, I'm
You're
trying.
welcome. You're welcome, DJ Smiles.
All right, love. We will talk to you later, okay?
Talk to you later. Bye.
All right, bye-bye.
We absolutely love him. All
Drew
right.
is awesome.
So adorable. Oh my goodness, made my night.
I know.
He really is. He's an absolute. All right, y'all ready? I think I got it.
Got it?
I hope.
Hi, it's May 28th. It's about 7 o'clock. Me and my family were actually going to meet our kidney donor, Jennifer Wolfe, our hero. We're going to meet her to dinner, and this is going to be the first
What
time
happened?
she actually meets my father. Very emotional. We're actually getting ready. See my family standing over there and getting ready to
So
go in
this
the
is
car.
the first time y'all met.
Amazing, truly
I met
amazing.
them
We'll keep you
before.
posted.
This is the
Stay
first time
tuned.
I've
Just
met
walked into a
Abba.
restaurant right
Okay.
now. We're waiting for Jennifer to get here. I can't even describe this feeling right now, this moment. It's just all emotions. Stay tuned.
In the silence till you come.
There she is. I cannot imagine what you're feeling right there, you know, Jennifer? And y'all all know that everybody can see this on video, but they can still hear you.
I can stand on mountains. You raise me up to walk on stormy seas. I am strong when I am on your shoulders. You raise me up to more than I can be.
Anyone who's listening and not watching YouTube, we have not left you. I think everyone's kind of more than speechless now, but if you can see the video that's at Just for Fun Radio, the YouTube, you would continue. I will share this for everyone watching.
You raise me up.
We're actually getting to experience their first meet.
I'd like to thank you very much. I love you. Thank you. You saved my life, Jennifer. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Hi, Abba. I just wanted to send you a quick little video to let you know I was thinking about you, and I hope you're feeling just as good as I am, if not better. I love and miss you, and I can't wait till I can actually come and visit you. I'll see you soon.
You raise me.
They are both speaking from the hospital, obviously different hospital rooms before their surgery is what we're witnessing now. They're speaking to each other, so that's
I am strong when I am on your shoulders. Raise me up to more than I can be. You raise me up so I can stand on mountains. You raise me up.
kidney for Abba, so that was a kidney there.
I am strong when I am on your shoulder.
Is that his? That must be his son. This is his
That's my
family.
son.
That's
These are
your
my
son.
children. Yeah.
So now they're showing pictures, and I'm just kind of going through the detail, not to like spoil the moment, but the people who are listening can't see this, and so I was kind of trying to commentate a little bit. Absolutely amazing. And now she's coming in to check on him.
I feel good. How are you?
And the first thing he asks is, "How do you feel?" Just wow. That's priceless. Absolutely priceless. And that's both families. We're actually looking at a picture now of both families as a group. And we want to give special thanks to the Matching Owners website for allowing us to find Jennifer Wolfe, who was wholeheartedly inspired by Ellen DeGeneres to do the ultimate random act of kindness. We would also like to thank all of our family and friends that have supported us through the whole process. Additionally, the whole transplant team who has been absolutely incredible. Thanks for watching. With much love, and I did not read fast enough. But I will share that video, and
I have some news to report. as we're watching
2 weeks
this
ago, we
video-
surprised a very enthusiastic
sorry,
family
I'm
at their
gonna
home
go
in
ahead.
Maryland.
He's
Take a look.
Star of the former Destiny's Child.
Wait, how do you stop it?
I'm working on that. There's too many screens.
Okay, so actually that's ironic because as we're watching this video, and of course I always cry every time I watch the video. Of course, you know, it's my story, but it's not just my story; it's our story, and it's the ending of one chapter for the Gabay family and the beginning of a new. So I always tell myself this is a new life for them. But while we were on there, Tammy just got a call from the Ellen Show. So I am super
Are
excited.
you kidding?
I don't know all the details, but you know, if you know me, I am a huge Ellen fan. Of course, again,
That's where
you
you got the
know,
inspiration for this whole thing.
absolutely. Like she's my role model. I mean, she's just, you know, phenomenal.
Oh my
And-
gosh, this
God.
is amazing!
The
Like
only
at the beginning
thing-
of the story, that was like, we're going to help
We're
make this
gonna help
happen,
make this
and it's
happen.
already happening. But
And,
we're
you
going to
know,
go with you.
And of course, the Gabays, they have been making it happen. They have just been pushing and pushing, pushing. But it's been my dream to just meet Ellen and just hug her and tell her, like, I was here and now I'm here. And this is the person I if you knew me before, I was very materialistic. I had like a Camaro SS. I had, you know, $300 dresses. I was just very much into my appearance and just me. And now I feel like I'm completely the opposite. Like I will put others before me. I canceled my cable. I gave my TV back because I don't watch it anything other than Ellen, but I can get her on the internet. But it allows me, honestly, it allows me to do more random acts of kindness. And again, I'm solely funded. I don't ask for donations or anything like that. So it's a sacrifice that I'm willing to make to be able to put a smile on somebody else's face. So this is so exciting to me because like I said, I just want to hug her. I just want to say thank you
Wow.
because it's just very,
And whenever she meets you, I have a strong feeling that she's going to feel the same way.
I hope so.
I really, really do. I mean,
Yeah.
she's just as human as all of us. So once she hears your story and all of this, she's going to be just as compelled to hug you as you are to her. So
I hope so.
everyone who is listening, take this story and figure out a way to send it to Ellen. And I'll share the link. We'll figure out how to, I know there's a lot of people that you have to go through to get to someone like her because she's so busy, but we will do it. That video touched so many people. I'm getting a whole lot of messages. I think we all are because
That's awesome,
it's
people.
going
Thank
off in
you.
our ears. But
Thank you. And if I could say just one thing is please kind of think about something that you can do that can impact somebody else's life in a significant way, whether it be a small gesture, because you never know what battle that person is fighting at that moment that they have not discussed or not have disclosed, because we all have internal battles and, but you could change the world. You can make a big impact, on somebody's life that can ultimately, change their lives forever. So,
and sometimes it's just a kind word.
Absolutely.
Sometimes it's like we said earlier, it's just a small gesture, and then there's times whenever we hear stories like this that just say, just wow.
Yeah, it could be anything. A cup of coffee on a bad day, I'm not sure if you guys have ever heard of Suspended Coffees, but they are another great Facebook page, but also just a great practice. And it's for people that either left their wallet at home or just, hard on their luck or whatever. And people will pay for their coffee in advance. So it's called a suspended coffee. So you can do it with pizza. You can do it with anything, even a McDonald's meal. You can say, I want to just suspended my McDonald's meal. If you see somebody homeless or somebody just kind of down on their luck, I want to pay for their lunch. So anyhow, there's just a lot out there that we could all do to make this world a better place for ourselves and then for our children.
A couple of years ago, I had started my own little, it's nothing like this, but it was called Just For You, of course, inspired kind of like with Just For Fun Radio, and Zach and some other people were a part of it. And it was just by trying to remind people to love themselves, because whenever we love ourselves and we're happy with who we are most likely to do things kind for each other. So we may be taking one more caller before we go. It's 8:55 now. We are going to have to start plugging some stuff that's going on this weekend, because Just For Fun Radio is really super busy this weekend.
Yes, we are. We are everywhere this weekend. Actually, we're using the divide and conquer method. So, Crystal, you are going to jam in for Jennifer in Covington, right?
That's all right. Jamming for Jennifer. I say it's the old Walmart, but you'd had to been around a very long time to know what I was talking about. So it's actually the Antique Mall over. It's across from the Highway 278 Kroger, down behind the old Ford. They do a lot of yard sales and everything back there now, but there's going to be live bands, including the Braggs, Dustin Bragg, Kathy Bragg, and all of them will be there. They're going to have live bands, live entertainment all throughout the day, things for the whole entire family. Jennifer, I went to school with Jennifer Whitehead, and she is a really, really sweet girl. She's my age. She was diagnosed suddenly. I mean, she had some headaches, went to the doctor. Long story short, she's been in the hospital now for 3 months. Wow. And she's making some progressive comeback, but she has kids. I think the youngest one's like 12 or 13, and they are all caring for themselves right now as mom tries to get better and dad sits by their side. Her and her husband have been together since, as far as I can remember, like middle school for me. So that's a very long time, and she was very active. And we have a caller from New York, so I'm going to go ahead and take this caller right quick, okay? So everybody. All right. You have reached the Ladies Talk, and you are live.
Hi, it's Tammy again. How are you?
Hi, Tammy.
Hey,
Thanks
Tammy.
for calling.
No problem. I just wanted to say I just got a surprise phone call from the Ellen DeGeneres, from the Ellen, one of the producers in the web department. I was just freaking out. I had to call in and let you guys know. I was so excited.
That's awesome. We are all just in there like holding our breath, like just huge smiles. That's amazing.
I may have just peed my
Yeah,
pants
so
a
they
little.
just want, they took all my information and I gave them all the information. And, they were just asking questions, of the story and details. So now the next step is they're passing it along to the supervisor. And from there, they'll take it from there. So I'm crossing my fingers, and he said, that he was amazed at the story and he was excited. And he just said, hopefully, he's like, I can't see how it wouldn't. But, we're just keeping our fingers crossed. And it will, hopefully this will get to her and, we'll take it from there. And she'll get her wish,
She's going to get that
that's the goal.
hug. You're going to get that hug, girl.
That's all I want is a hug.
Oh, yeah. Oh, she is. She definitely is.
Thank you.
That
Thank
is-
you so
We're
much.
not going to stop until she does. So she definitely is.
And we're going to keep following this story because, I mean, this would be pretty phenomenal. Yeah, this is
Yes,
great.
it really is.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much. Are you are you able to hear you guys on your website? Is there a way to hear this whole interview on the website?
The best way to hear this whole interview actually is go to YouTube and search Just for Fun. It's the number 4, not the word 4, but search Just for Fun Radio through YouTube.
Okay.
And you'll see many live shows, but you'll see Ladies Talk, and it'll have today's date on it. And
awesome.
And just go on there, and you can see this recorded there. But typically, Just for Fun Radio is played through an app, like through all of smartphones. They can install the
Yes,
free
I
app.
download it.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah. But go
Okay.
back, yes. But what you're asking, you can go back and watch the recorded show for sure. It's recorded and it's there to stay. So check it out.
Oh my God. Okay, perfect. I'm going to do that now. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
Next phone call will
Thank
be we're
you.
on the Ellen DeGeneres talk.
Thank you
So
so
hopefully
much,
that will-
Tammy.
Oh, thank you. Thank you guys. Have a good night.
You too.
All right. Take care. Bye-bye.
Oh, Jennifer, you're going to be going to Ellen DeGeneres soon.
You know,
I'm so
I
excited.
let me tell you, I am super excited because, like I said, she is my role model, and she embodies everything that I really want to be. I really want to be her when I grow up. But just look at this. If you think about the big picture, like kindness is contagious. It's getting to the Ellen show, And actually, I forgot to tell you guys, but do you guys? And I'm probably not pronouncing her name right, but Zoe Deschanel.
Zoe Deschanel.
Yeah, it was actually on her on her Facebook page today.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And so, not only besides Pix11, news.com, which is a Long Island or New York based, TV station, but there was also another site that also had promoted it as well. And they didn't get all the details right, but I really liked the message. And that's what was more important is the
They got the
message that
main
it delivers. Yeah, absolutely. So it's been great. I mean, it just shows you kindness is contagious. It's getting all the way, from here to here to here to here. So, You know, I challenge every listener and every person to do one random act of kindness and post it on my Love Rack page. Because,
And if you think about it, everybody who's listening and just everybody who's sitting here, if we do that and then we challenge that person and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
I mean,
you know how the ice bucket challenge?
Oh,
you know
yeah.
Let's do a Love Rack challenge. You know, a random act of kindness challenge. So
I'm
you know,
I'm in.
Yeah, let's do that.
Just no ice, please. That was too cold.
No ice and no water. But you know, it was for good cause, and
Definitely.
and I fully support that. We did it as well, and
We did it.
But you know, that's focusing on one specific group. This focuses on the people of the nation. So let's do it.
Amen.
All right. So then let's see. What else do we have Saturday?
What
We've
else?
got-
Scotty will be in nooning.
Nooning.
You know,
He gonna be in Noonie?
He's gonna be in Noonan, Georgia for it's for the Fragile Kids Foundation.
Yes.
That's for Little Richard. He's helping Little Richard out there, but it's at the Noonan, Georgia, Killer Creek, Harley. And then the child abuse thing that's going to be in Covington. You know a little bit more about that? I know you're going to be there with him.
I'm going to actually go down there and do the it's with I want to say it's child abuse in CASA, and I've actually got the link. I'm losing the
So I mean,
the
in
name.
one day, just for fun radio will be at 3 different
Events.
So it's kind of awesome. That's one great thing about Just for Fun Radio is that we do all we can to promote things like this. I mean, Scotty has pretty much built his dream around that kind of stuff, just giving back. So this show is pretty appropriate for everything that we do and Scotty does, and our whole family really. I mean, Emmy and all of us here, we are all like, I think that's what motivates us.
That's awesome.
Because there ain't a whole lot of paying, and I'm just going to go ahead and tell you.
You know, and speaking of giving back, Scotty runs the studio out of his house, and I can't imagine what his light bill is going to look like running 3 shows every night and the morning show. I can't imagine what his water bill is going to look like with all the toilet flushes that go on.
I think I've used it 4 or 5 times tonight.
You know, and guys, Scotty, this is probably not the way that Scotty does it, but I'm not above begging and asking. We need sponsors. We've got some incredible sponsors, but we've got bills to pay. And Scotty is doing this out of the goodness of his heart. He doesn't have to have a night show just for women, but he does it because we need a safe space and we need a voice. So if you've got a business, I challenge you to step up to the plate. Sponsor one of the shows. Become a full-time sponsor. We need you.
We do.
We desperately do.
I ditto what she said. And if you can't reach the doc, you know how to reach me. If you can't reach me, you know somebody in the studio. If you say, hey, I want to know more about sponsoring with Just for Fun Radio, anybody in here, myself, Zach, the doc, and I'm sure even Jennifer and Emmy would be more than glad to say, hey, I know how to help you with that. So with that right there being said, next week, Tuesday, Guns and Gadgets with Mike, Military Mike, and she's laughing so hard there.
I'm laughing because Scotty just sent me a message and he said, effective immediately, all ladies need to pee 5 times before you flush.
Oh, well, we won't talk about that rule in this house. Anyway,
So Military Mike is coming on?
Yep, Tuesday nights it's Guns and Gadgets with Military Mike and Tyler, and this past week Alex was on air with them, and they really did good.
Is that like pew pew America?
It was a really good show, and they talk about guns and gadgets, obviously, a little
That's
bit
awesome.
of everything, something for everybody. And then I really, really, really loved last night's show. Erin Hill and her dad on Electric High, and they had a producer guest that was in here. I can't remember all the details.
CBM? Was it
they
had CBM?
Yeah, Scotty, do you remember any of that? Anyway, they were very, very, and they had some musicians in here, and I came down here for just a minute, and I'm going to tell you, those guys were hot, but don't tell Scotty I said that.
Yeah, he'll never find out.
Yeah, he'll never
find out.
But, and then, of course, next Thursday night, we will return with Ladies Talk.
Oh my gosh, next Thursday night, I'm so excited. Okay,
She
well,
did.
can you hold on? I'm getting to it. You
Speak
gonna
to
go
him
back
in your
upstairs.
voice.
You gonna go back upstairs. Now I am not dealing with this while I'm on air. You will go back upstairs and you will sit down up there.
You know, it's men always in the rush for the finish line.
I agree.
Okay, so I'm going to do my plug first, and then I will get to you. Okay. Jesus, took me all out of my element. All out of my element. So next week we've got Michelle Daniel, who wrote the hit series Between Women, and Between Women is the L word on steroids. This has been critically acclaimed internationally. People like Curve Magazine and The Advocate, they've been trying to get this woman to sit down and do an interview with them. She won't give interviews to anybody. So she calls me a couple of weeks ago and she's like, hey, you're doing a new radio show, right? I was like, yeah. She goes, you want the exclusive date for our release?
Wow.
I was like, yeah.
Yeah.
So then this morning, her producer calls me while I'm on the way into the studio, and she goes, do you mind if Michelle calls into your morning show this morning? I'm like, yeah, I think that would be okay. So, yeah, she released the exclusive date for season 3 of Between Women on Just for Fun Radio. So all of the other radio stations and all the other social media outlets had to go listen to our stuff to get the date because she wouldn't give it to them. So she's going to join us in the studio next week.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So I'll be sharing the links for Between Women, and it's just so incredible. And then Scotty is going to be in a dunking tank on Saturday. So I want everybody to come out, and I want y'all to dunk this man under the water so much that he can't even catch his breath.
Now,
Where are y'all going to be?
Look, his breath, not his breath, but his breath.
His breath.
With an F. Yeah. This is for the child abuse. What is it, Scotty? Child abuse
for Rockdale.
Child abuse for Rockdale County.
That's all I've wanted to do is dunk my dad in a dunking tank.
Girl,
There's your
I will give you money to dunk him.
I'll meet you there. I'm actually off that day.
Really?
Yeah,
I'll
let's put
pay
him in the
for it.
tank. Yeah, we will all pay
Yes,
for it.
I'm doing that.
I got 5 on it. I got 5 on it.
I'll double that.
I was about to say, don't put 5.
So yeah, come on out, see us, hang out. Come dunk Scotty so that maybe like he'll get water in his nose or something.
Water in his nose. You get water in those ears.
Yeah, he's gonna get water in the
So,
ears.
Amy, what do you have going on with this weekend? Is there anything that you'd like to plug?
No, I don't have anything. The only thing that me and Rachel have going on is going to Grace Midtown on Sunday, which is a church that we have found for. Actually, Rachel's been going there for a few weeks, but it's a very small, college church, and they have an 8:00 service, which is perfect for me because I don't wake up till 6 p.m. anyways, and it is incredible. It is I wish I could explain it. The first 5 minutes we walked in, no one had even started talking, and I was like, Rachel, I want to live here. This is where I want to be for the rest of my life. And it's not super crazy. There was nothing. There was no hard talk. It was just people hugging and handshaking, and I was like, oh, this is so great.
I have to say the best messages are the ones where they interpret things from the Bible, but they put it into real life. So you're like, yeah.
Let me tell you, I don't know what I'd do unless I found Grace Midtown, because going to Georgia State, there is just no place for people of a Christian faith to really come and congregate and meet with other Christians.
Right.
Meet with people that are going to support them.
Right.
And I've tried big churches, Buckhead Church, places like that, and there was just nothing. And then I found Grace Midtown, and I was like, I'm staying here. I like it.
When you know, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I have to say, honestly, people ask me, did you do the kidney donation because you're religious? And I say no. I believe in God. I have my own relationship. It's very personal, very private, but I did it because kindness is my religion. I'm very spiritual, and to me, actions speak louder than words. Yes. And so I'm going to show, my love, my faith, my appreciation through my acts. So that's something else to consider as well.
And that you have done. I'm telling
lady.
you,
Amazing.
tonight's show has been truly inspiring. You have did that.
Thank you guys so much for having me on.
If that's what you were aiming for, you did it. You did it. Zach, what do you have go? Or do you have anything going on this weekend that you'd like to talk about? Or?
I am working on my project, Pont City Market, which I'm not sure if you guys know much about that, but
Oh, yeah.
yeah, that is my
emailed me
baby.
that a couple
So-
a couple days ago. Crystal just sent me this huge text.
I seen it and I was so excited about it because I'm like, Emmy would so fit in that community. That is her. I mean,
It is a phenomenal project to be one. I'm very humbled and honored to be working on because it's got so much historic value to it. But it was the old Sears Roebuck building in a very dilapidated kind of poor economy, you know, or I should say area, not economy, but area. And you know, you've got these wonderful developers. They're German-based developers. That makes sense. I'm not sure. But anyhow, they came in and they are revitalizing this building and they've kept some of the history there, but they've made some wonderful improvements.
is it open to the public?
It is actually they are renting. It is a rental community. Some people think that they're ownership or condos, but they are actually apartments that you can rent. They're lofts and they're beautiful. They are a little expensive.
The coffee shop. What was the name of the coffee shop? There?
Dancing Goats. That actually used to be the service station where people would get their tires and oil changes and things like that. And now you've got a couple different businesses in there, but Dancing Goats is a wonderful little eclectic coffee shop.
Let's go for coffee one day next week, Emmy. I'll buy. Let's go. Dancing Goats.
This is a big month, honestly. This is a very, very big month for Pont City Market because they have a lot of retailers that are coming in or already in. They have a wonderful hat shop, Gorman Brothers, and of course, one of my favorite shops of all time, which is the Fry Company. They make some wonderful boots. You've got
afford that.
Oh, I know. Oh, they're so good. Oh, and you walk into the store and it's just like, oh my gosh, it's leather. But Anthropologie is in there and Onward Reserve. Just some really great. West Elm has a phenomenal store. Williams Sonoma is coming in and they have some really great food vendors that will also, restaurants will be in there. And they just have this really awesome concept because it's definitely a live, work, play facility. But on the top of the roof, they're going to have a playground, like kind of a Ferris wheel and amusement park.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and miniature golf, and they have some old train cars that they're actually putting up on there, which one's going to be like a beverage cart, and the other one's going to be kind of like a small vendor, food vendor. And we actually did at Henry, I worked at Henry Incorporated, architectural ornamental signage. There you go, there's your plug. And we built these 16-foot tall channel letters that are up on this scaffolding, and it's old vintage style letters. And you can actually go up and walk and see all of Atlanta right behind these letters. And it's just amazing, really amazing what these people have done with this.
Are you going to be up there anytime next week?
I am actually going to be up there this weekend, and I will be up there anytime you need me to be up there. Because
we would love,
I wanna check
like
it
if you
out.
would like to meet up someday. I'm available all next week until like 4 or 5. So maybe we could like meet for coffee or lunch sometime.
I'll just
like
move
that.
it. I'm available all
We'll
weekend.
message you.
Yeah.
I'll message you and we'll get with that. But that is so cool because when I seen it, I thought, wow, that is really neat. But the first person I thought of course, was Emmy because she's so trendy like that. But
You
and she
would
was
love
like,
it.
"Oh, stop! You're making me dream." I said, "But she could do it."
I mean, can you imagine like living in this?
You could just
space?
start off with 15 roommates and just weed them all out until you can afford it. But all jokes aside, it seemed like to be a really neat place.
It's
so.
beautiful,
Yeah.
and they have a world-renowned interior decorator. Actually, he's more than that. He's phenomenal. He also did Chelsea Market, which Jamestown owns Chelsea Market in New York, and also right in their corporate office right there in Pont City Market, they have the Times Square Ball, the original, because they owned one Times Square Place, I believe. I'm not sure what that address was or whatever, but anyhow, that big ball from like 1929 to like 19 whatever, was theirs, and so they have that right in their corporate office, and it's just beautiful. It's just amazing. I mean,
That's just awesome. And you have so much knowledge about so many things like that and people that you know and you've met and what you're doing in your business. We need to just talk more. I could probably talk. We could make a show all about this kind of stuff, to be honest with you.
And by the way, we're Periscope, and we got a guy right now in London. Thank you.
Hi.
Hello.
Hey. Hello. Hi from Conyers, Georgia, London.
That's wonderful.
The luxurious Just for Fun Radio studio. But Zach, what do you have going on? I know Zach has always got something good going on. So what do you got?
Just working this weekend. I have a
you're
wedding
not
to
just
do
working.
Sunday.
You make people fabulous.
You do. I don't think you give
That's
yourself
what
enough
trying.
credit.
He
Zach.
doesn't.
I
He
mean,
doesn't.
It's work, but at the same time, I love doing it. So
Zach is a Zach,
smart ass?
no, he's talking to
No, I
people.
got a
He's
guy.
talking to the
Oh,
people on.
sorry.
Anybody who
Sorry,
knows
guy in London.
anybody,
Check out his music. And I'm saying send it to me. I on the radio.
anybody who knows anything about Periscope, they chat with you while you're doing it. So he's talking to the people on there. But Zach, you are a true example of paying it forward. Zach does it all the time.
All the
All the
time.
time. He really does. Without even thinking about what he's doing, he does. So
He does it for me all the time.
Yep.
Yeah.
He does. How funny is it, Zach? Like 3 out of all of us sitting here at this table, then you make us all feel fabulous. So
Well, and that's the important thing at the end of the day. Well,
that's because he don't have any hair to cut.
We won't talk about that. But that's one thing, like, why I love what I do is because I try to make that difference, and I want people to feel better about themselves and look differently at themselves, not from what you see in the mirror every day, because how we see ourselves every day in the mirror is not how everybody else sees us.
Yeah.
And what's really funny is I actually saw a quote on Facebook this week that said, you can look in the mirror every single day, but then you could be cloned and you could have that person standing right next to you, identical to you, and you would never realize that that was you standing next to you. Yep. Because we all look at ourselves differently, but with tonight's show and everything, I really do encourage everybody to take a different outlook on life, take a different outlook on what you do every day. Everybody's schedule is busy. We have the same things going on. We have kids, we have families, all of that stuff, but just take that little bit of time to do something different for somebody to help them out. Like I said, it doesn't cost any money to help out somebody some way, but just to do that one little thing and make a difference. And then check out Love Rack page on Facebook, post what you've done or post the experience that you've had. And let's get this message out to as far as we can get it. It's not just about this little area, but let's get it to Georgia and then the US, and let's get it all the way around the world. This is what matters, and this is what truly will make this world a better place, because right now in this economy and everything we have going on, it's so bad. But if we can all group together and make just the smallest difference and help somebody, we can maybe change the world. And this is where it starts, is with you yourself making that difference.
Absolutely. So basically what everybody has said here is that we need to spread love. We need to spread kindness. We need to spread goodness. There's too much of all the other stuff going on. I won't even speak the words because we all know what those are already. We just need to start speaking good. And thank everyone for tuning in to Just Run Radio. Thank all of our sponsors. Thank you, Jennifer, for being here.
Thank you for having me. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, Zach. Thank you to the whole entire family, your now new family, who has called in and been a part of this great show. I was really hoping they would, and they did. So that was pretty cool. Thank you, Scotty, for letting us do Ladies Talk. And thank you, Emmy, for showing up. And Doc, I'm going to let you close the show because, as we always say, Ladies Talk has always been like, it's been right there. We've wanted to do something like this for so long. Doc came along and she's helped us all make it happen, and here we are. So
thanks, Doc.
I think together we're all like making this huge difference in each other's life and others as well. So
well, Crystal, you all are my second family. My wife teases me all the time. She's like, "Are you coming home tonight, or are you going to your other house?" And I'm like, "I'm going to my other house." So thank you because I could not do this without you. I mean, oh my gosh, I run a.
I'm good. How are you? Oh, hold on, y'all.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my God.
I
do, but I'm on a radio show.
It's okay. Take the call.
It's okay. Take the call.
Take the call.
This is awesome.
Take the call. Look, we are live right now.
We
with
are
Jennifer,
live, and
we
Jennifer
think
just got
she
the call.
may be getting
I
a
am
call
on the air
from
right now with
Ellen
Just for Fun Radio. You can
DeGeneres.
download the app on YouTube. Or wait, you can download the app on Play Store. But anyhow, it's on YouTube as well. But it's Ellen.
Take the call.
It's Ellen.
I mean, it's Ellen DeGeneres show. That's still
So
amazing.
right
Okay.
now, Jennifer is being contacted by Ellen DeGeneres show. And, this was our goal from the very beginning of the show. And she's had a lot of people pulling for her. And apparently she is now being contacted by the producers. Yeah. This is super awesome. Oh my gosh. We just can't cut out right now.
No, we
Y'all are
can't
all
cut
just
out.
going to have to tune in.
And we're just going to have to wait.
Oh my gosh.
I'm so excited.
If you're not watching YouTube right now,
Can you give me an hour?
oh
Wonderful. Thank you so much.
gosh. This is absolutely amazing.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Bye.
I can't talk about it, so.
Oh, it's all good. No talking
It's all
about it.
good.
But anyway, it
Can
is
you
in
tell
the
us after we
making.
toot out?
So nothing live, because I do know enough to know about broadcasting and live television and all that kind of stuff that whenever we were going on the news for God is Alive, we were not allowed to talk about anything like that. And so we're not even going to put her on the spot like that, but I'm super excited that she's got a phone call.
I'm super
That
excited.
she may get a hug from Ellen when all this is said and done.
Hopefully,
But you know, just to getting that phone call from him, yeah, exactly. That's all. I mean, that alone makes me super excited. So
Yeah.
if I
That
get to
is
share
so
my
cool.
story to one other person, whether it just be somebody within the Ellen DeGeneres show, that's fine. Or if it's somebody within a
Oh,
news
no,
station
girl,
show
don't
or
kid
somebody
yourself.
else.
This is going, yeah.
I'm keeping optimistic and I'm hoping for the best.
No, ma'am. We reach high.
We reach high.
You sit in my chair. You sit high.
Okay, you know me.
You got this. We're going
I set
high.
no expectations for life, so I'm never a failure.
But you
so.
know what I love about you through all of this that I have listened to tonight? It's not about you. A lot of people do things for self-recognition and all that thing and all of that good stuff. But what you have done, every single thing that you've said, everything you've promoted has not been about you. It's been to make a difference for everybody else.
Thank you.
So that is truly amazing. You haven't done anything. You haven't created a page that says, hey, look what I've did. And you know what? I shared your story with someone just in conversation the other day. And I said, this girl decided that she was going to do this. She didn't blast it all over Facebook or other social media that she was doing this really. She did it. And then once it was said and done, she has shared her story in order to inspire others.
Yes.
So that alone about you inspires me. So I'm proud of you for that.
Thank you. I do have to be careful though, because sometimes I feel like putting it on my personal page, it's too much in somebody's face. And what was right for me may not be right for everybody else. And I respect that.
Yeah.
The biggest thing is when somebody says, wow, you did that's awesome. I can't believe you did it. But I could never do that. And my biggest thing is, well, why? Why can't you? If you have a medical condition or even if you're scared, I respect that, because it's a big thing, you never know what can happen during surgery. But to say that you can't, it's more of saying you won't.
Yeah.
And I really want people to consider, can you?
That's the problem we have with feeding the homeless. When I was feeding the homeless, people were cussing me.
Yeah.
Death threats.
So you're going to have to speak into a mic.
And it was just people.
Sir, can you get on a mic, please?
I'm sure my voice is carried over. But that's the point is everybody kept saying, I can't do that. I can't do that. Sure you can. We watched a guy open a can of Alpo and eat it with his hands.
Yeah.
Because that's all he had to eat.
Yeah.
So
But
we tried to tell people that you can say you can't all day long. All you got to do is go outside.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And the thing is that we have a lot of things in our life that a lot of people don't have, and we take those for granted.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
I just recently, I gave up cable and I gave up my TV, mainly because it was an expense that I had every month that I really didn't need. I travel a lot for work and then I travel for fun. And, the more money I can keep in my pocket, the more memories I can make and the more random acts of kindness I can do. And I honestly get more excitement and, benefit out of doing a random act of kindness than I do sitting in front of the TV watching a rerun or watching, reality TV that's really just staged. So, it's just more about my personal preferences and sacrifices I'm willing to make to do something else for somebody else.
Sacrifices. That's a whole nother show.
That's
right
a whole
there.
nother show.
I'm all about some sacrifices. I'm just telling you.
Speaking of sacrifice, Crystal, you work so hard to promote, and I appreciate you.
Absolutely.
Everything that you do, because I couldn't do this without you. I couldn't.
This table right here and in this room and in our life and in my life and Just for Fun Radio, we are a powerhouse.
Hey, make sure you repeat that because she said that she felt that she was cramping your style and was actually going to back away a little bit.
Scotty, not on air.
I mean, Crystal, if you leave me,
I would just never want to. I've never want to step on anybody's toes.
I can't do this without you.
But
If you leave me, I can't do this. So
of course you could, but together we are pretty freaking awesome. I mean, Zach has been with me for the past 2 years, and we are all constantly inspiring each other to be inspired, and that's really what it boils down to. And then Scotty, he put all this together, and here we are. But anyway, we will talk you all to death.
Yes, we will.
That's what we do. This is a talk show.
I'm actually going to close this out with what I used to tell my third grade students. And I know some of my third grade students are actually watching me right now because they keep saying, Mama Mabry, you're crying. Yes, I am. I'm always
Aw.
crying. But y'all know that my favorite person in the entire world was Jimmy Dean. And
The
remember,
sausage guy?
not the
The
sausage,
sausage guy. That's only
That's
Jimmy
where
Dean
my
I
brain
know.
went too. I was like,
I'm like,
we got sausage biscuits upstairs.
are we going to the Waffle House? Did somebody say Waffle House?
Oh my gosh. Scotty has infected everybody. Everybody's
The big old sunshine's gonna be walking down the stairs.
You know, I mean, to each his own, but I was like, okay.
I'm Googling Jimmy Dean.
Hey, I got asked whatever happened to the Zach glazed donuts.
They sell them at the K.
You ate 'em all.
Rogers.
Drew's asking. Drew wants to know about
They
the
sell
Zach
them at the K.
glazed
Rogers,
donuts.
Drew.
K. Rogers, or did Scotty eat them all? I hate to tell you, Crystal, but it kind of happened.
Names the things I'm learning.
I'm gonna throw you under the bus for this one for a second. This is from Peggy. Absolutely love tonight's show. Your wife is natural. Love her caring and her ability to draw the people with the acts of kindness. She has a golden touch. I've always said people have the golden touch. I'm just going to give you the fast version, but yes.
I love you, Peggy.
That's
Peggy,
awesome.
Peggy is amazing. That's because she's just a sweet person.
She says Dave has that ability, and so does Crystal. So.
That's great.
Aw.
Mama
Way to
Mabry,
go,
what was your-
Crystal.
what was your quote?
Okay. So I can't change the direction of the wind, but I can adjust my sails to always reach my destination.
Oh, I love that.
Love that. I
You
really
know,
love that.
so as you're going through everything that you're going through this week, you may not be able to change the wind, but you can absolutely adjust your sail.
Yes, ma'am.
I totally agree. Starts off by doing something nice.
And it starts off with these
Scotty, are you
acts of
coming up here to do
kindness.
something nice for me? Or are you fixing take it all away? He's shutting me down.
No, I'm just fixing.
Oh, I don't even know what's up there.
You don't even.
I
Yeah, we
don't
don't even
remember
know.
to look.
It
to
was
the
just too
left.
much. It was just overwhelming.
I don't
dude.
mess
what
with
happened-
that screen
that's
over
what
there. There's
happened to
already
Steve
3 or
last night.
4 right
Steve was
here.
lost with all the technology.
All right. With that being said, I need everybody to look at the camera and wave because we're getting ready to go.
Good night, everyone.
Thank you
I will
so
see you in the morning.
very
Thank
much
you.
for tuning
For
in.
listening to us
Everybody
ramble.
has just been so supportive of Ladies Talk and all the other great shows going on Just for Fun Radio,
And we're growing.
including the morning
And
show,
since-
and we're growing.
and
And we
since
may have a
Peggy's-
Monday night show.
Since Peggy's listening, sponsorship. Peggy, sponsorship.
Peggy knows we're going to sponsor her no matter what. 'cause we love her.
Shh, don't make it that easy.
Did you just say
Dad.
yours? Your daughter's in the
I was
studio.
waiting for her to correct.
Okay.
You know, Scotty, you have
Wait
just,
here.
I've been with you all day long. I've been with you since 7 o'clock this morning. It's now 10 o'clock at night.
Bless your heart.
I'm tapped out.
And you ain't gone home yet?
Zach, you got your long show tonight.
Right? Thank you. Thank you.
I know we have been praying for this show to be just a
Yes.
little bit longer.
But this is what makes it that way, to have the topics and the listeners
That
and the
keep you
call-ins
going.
and everything like
Yeah.
that. That's what
That's
keeps
what
it
keeps
going.
going,
And that's
yeah.
what we appreciate. I mean, an hour and a half show, it's not long enough to send the messages out that we need.
Okay, Zach, okay, calm down, baby. Calm down. It's gonna be all right, baby.
I know you're tired, but come on now.
It's go.
Look. I just want to
Mama
point
Mabry's
this
going to
out.
bed.
Whenever we first went live, the reason that we were going to be shutting down at 8:30 is because the doc had a show she had to get home to. Let me tell you something. The doc has not got out of here before 11.
Now I know why she's saying
Except for
calm down.
last- Yeah.
She's got to go to bed.
No. She's here.
Well, because because I do run my own network and I have a show on Tuesday nights and Thursday nights. So I didn't have anybody to back me up on my stuff so that I could do this. But the universe worked it all out. And
Just as meant to be.
my people are self-sufficient now. I don't have to run and
Don't yell at me when I say your people next time.
Yo, people.
my people are self-sufficient.
These two.
Scotty, I think she made it clear that you're her people now.
Yeah, he's going to be
Yells at me
running
every
to the
day when I
roof.
say your
Well, you know, my joke is I have always wanted someone just like Scotty, and now I have my very own Scotty that I can love and I can hug and I can squeeze and I can kiss him.
Hey.
You know where to ask for it.
No, but I've been with Scotty all day today, and I'm tired. I gotta
She's
tell you.
laughed more than she's laughed.
Well, you know what? I got to be at work early. but I will bring you a 4 espresso shot coffee, whatever you want in the morning, just to make you happy.
Oh my gosh, 4 shots of espresso.
If that's what it takes to make the show run a little bit longer.
But do you remember what I was like?
I'm not gonna be here, so it don't matter. Scotty's got to deal with you, not me.
Well, I have to be to work in the morning too.
Me too. I got a date with 75 men.
Me too.
I mean, that
You're
didn't
lucky. You are lucky.
I
That's a lot to pick from. I'm gonna come work for you.
Her husband is sitting over there going, Lord, what?
Let me just rephrase that. These men that I work with
wear hard hats.
They do wear hard. They are my brothers, and you got to take the good with the bad. So we sometimes throw punches at each other, but you got to have thick skin. And but anyhow,
but you're the lady in charge. And earlier I heard the docs talking about as far as statistics go, like there's not very many women who do what you do in the profession that you're in. So we're definitely going to have you back sometime.
Oh, yeah, because I'm always all about empowering our women, because women earn 74 cents to every dollar that a man earns.
But you still control 100% of the hoo-ha.
We do, for sure.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, but we need the money too.
But you know what? This day and time, men, they control 100% of the hoo-ha too.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
Kind of goes both ways these days.
So everyone, thank you all so much for tuning in. We will be back next week with Michelle Daniel, and then the 27th of August, which is a day before my 41st birthday.
Woo-woo! You said 21st wrong.
Oh,
my
41st.
No, I was okay.
Amy's sweet like that.
I
Just
was
go
trying to
hug
call
her.
you 21. You wouldn't let me. I hope someone out there caught my joke.
called
because
it. I got it.
It just went right over Doc's head.
I called it.
You know,
I got it for you.
It just soared.
So Amy's going to watch the Food Network.
I am.
And we are all checking out.
Yes,
Good
we
night.
are.
Be sure to tune in next week and all week and tomorrow morning. Just for Fun Radio in the morning will be live 7:30 a.m.
And the 20th, we've got an exclusive. The 27th, if you want to come hang out with us in the studio, we're going to do a recap of all of the shows. And this was actually Zach's idea, so I'm so glad that he came up with this. So the fourth Thursday of every month will be Rewind. What did we say? Rewind?
I think we thought Rewind would
Yeah, we're going to call it the Rewind.
like the August Rewind, the September
Yeah.
Rewind.
So we'll be doing that the fourth Thursday of every month. So we'll rewind it. Yeah. So I'm excited. All right. I'll be back in the morning, guys. I will hopefully be awake. Honey, I'm coming home. I'm not going to stay over here all night with Scotty and
Hi, honey.
And Crystal. Thank you.
That's right.
It's okay. I know you were talking.
It's been, I was getting ready. I was like, what's her name?
DJ Smiles, the first lady.
I can't
Crystal,
remember her name.
C1. I have too many names.
She has too
We're going
many
to narrow
names.
it down.
All right. So what song are you taking us out with, Mr. DJ or Mrs. DJ? I'm so used to saying Mr. DJ.
I'm going to take us out to a little bit of Pink. There you go.
Hey, with tonight being the topic of this, put on a war.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to do.
That'd just be a good way to end.
I'm going to do exactly what he said.
No, just the words are perfect.
No,
We're gonna follow your lead because you're the real. You know, you do this
You
for
are
a
the
living.
real DJ.
You are
You
the
can
real
go ahead
DJ.
and say that.
I sent a text and she didn't read it out loud. I was upstairs watching this video bawling because I lost my father and you saved somebody's daddy. That's kind of cool. I mean, when I saw that video, I'm like, damn, there was nobody there to save mine. And you just saved this one. She never got to really meet her grandpa.
Aww.
But now you just fixed it where this cat is going to see his grandkids. And that's amazing when you really
Thanks. Thank
so
you. I appreciate
not only
that.
the perspective of you saved his life and he says you saved his family's life because now he's part of their family. And that's cool on a bigger realm than anybody thought about.
Thanks, babe. I appreciate that.
There you go.
All right. With that being said, everybody say bye. I was trying to
Good
read
night.
Good night.
Everybody have a happy Friday.
All right. You done?
I'm bouncing.
I don't mean it that way. Everybody wave the video. Bye to everybody out there.
We out.
Bye to YouTube land again. We told y'all bye one time now. Yeah.